Welcome to Death Stranding 2. Let's fucking go, man. I've been waiting for this shit all month long. I just finished Death Stranding 1 last month, and, listen. When Death Stranding 1 came out, I watched Jacksepticeye play his entire playthrough. And when did this game come out? 2019? 18? Pretty sure it came out before the pandemic. I could be wrong. Death Stranding 1. 2019, yeah. And I watched Jacksepticeye play it way back then. Now, when I played the game, I'm gonna be honest, the only thing I ever remembered was at the very end of Death Stranding 1, you saw those, like, BTs up in the sky, and then, like, the credits came. That's the only thing I ever remembered from the game. So when I played it myself, and actually went through the entire journey that Sam Porter Bridges went through, it was like I've experienced it for the first time. And then, in all realness, I did. Because it's like, okay, I watched somebody play a video, and I've watched a lot of people play a video, or, sorry, what the fuck? I watched a lot of people play games and record them, and I've watched the videos all the time. And playing the game compared to watching, when I watch the video, it completely gets thrown to the back of my mind. When I'm playing the actual game and experiencing it myself, it's a completely different experience. Let me tell you what. We're gonna take a look here at the Death Stranding recap, so you guys are all caught up on Death Stranding. If you have never watched or played the first one, this should give you basically the entire rundown of what happened in the first one. And yeah, I just played the first one a month ago, so I remember it quite freshly. And yeah, let's get into the recap here. Perhaps you remember me. That's right, it's Dead Man. The world as you know it is in awful shape, and it's because of the Death Stranding. The dead started to find their way into our midst, crossing over from the other side. We call these entities BTs, beach things. When they came into contact with the living, the result was instant annihilation. A void out, leaving nothing but a massive crater in its wake. I have like a soreness on the side of my tongue from biting my tongue, and it's so annoying when talking, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a very awful time for this to happen. But that was the beginning. Strange rain fell from the sky, rapidly aging everything it touched. A phenomenon we came to know as timefall. Structures would rust and collapse, and people grew old in an instant. The world transformed into something completely unrecognizable. Those who survived these changes came to fear both timefall and BTs alike. They withdrew into the remaining cities, which in turn closed their doors to outsiders. People ceased to travel and stopped meeting in person. They grew distant from one another and became further isolated. The social, cultural, and political bonds between humans began to crumble. Oh, my eye. There's something in my eye. Ow. The Death Stranding was hastening humanity's extinction. Seeing this, Bridget Strand, the last president of the United States of America, founded Bridges, otherwise known as, well, Sam Porter Bridges' mother, quote unquote, but she was the living person of the the EE or whatever, extinction entity or whatever it's called. Founded Bridges, an organization. I'll just, why am I even explaining it? It's going to get to it. It'll get to it. An organization committed to making America whole again and providing a future for all humankind. First of all, I do want to say though, when you release a sequel to a game, I feel like they should all kind of have a recap or whatever of the first game on there. I know God of War Ragnarok had that for God of War, and I believe it even went over the first 3 God of Wars in reality. But I can't remember. We played another game that did it too, and I don't remember which one it was. Maybe it was Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I think it recapped Fallen Order. I could be wrong, though. I would have preferred a video, instead of me reading it, but that's alright. Sam, Bridget. However, Bridget died before she could realize the ambition. It was you, Sam, who took up her cause and resolved to see it through. Sam, the humble porter, who also possessed the unique powers of a Repatriate, the one and only person who could save humanity. So, with Bridges' Cupid in hand, and accompanied by the Bridge Baby Lou, you embarked on a journey across North America. Of course, at this time, you came to name it Lou later on, and not at this time. So it was just, Bridge Babies were just a tool. Which you're going to learn something very important if you haven't played the game before or seen the video, or seen videos on it, how important Bridge Babies really are to this story. You embarked on a journey across North America. Of course, you had struggles of your own. Phosmophobia, I don't remember. It's the fear of being touched. The despair of having lost everything was just too much, but despite it all, you strived to bring people together. By extending the chiral network across the length and breadth of the continent, you would enable the rebirth of the United States as the United States of America. You were United Cities of America, sorry. You were also to rescue Bridget's daughter, Amelia, who had been taken captive by terrorists. These were the vital missions you were entrusted with, Sam. Amelie, not Amelia, sorry, Amelie. My bad. We, your friends at Bridges, did everything we could to support your efforts. There was our director, Di Hardman, a close associate to Bridget, who was dedicated to fulfilling her final wishes. His commitment to American Reconstructionism was absolute, and for that he was named the first president of the UCA. That was, right there is when he first saw him without his mask, minus the flashbacks. Dead Man. Of course, Sam, the incomparable Dead Man. Yours truly. I like to think we became the best of friends. As you may recall, I was born from an artificial womb, and over the course of my life was a recipient of numerous organ transplants. I've always got on with the dead. I used to be a coroner. Anyway, I pushed myself physically and mentally to help you and your BB Lou. Lochna and Mama. Mama and Lochna were twin sisters, as you may remember, skilled scientists who developed the Cupid, which was essentially for chiral network expansion. A personal tragedy caused the two of them to grow apart, but they've since reconciled with both their souls residing in the same body. Hartman. Hartman. Every 21 minutes his soul departs his physical form, and for 3 minutes his body is clinically dead. During this temporary death, his soul is sent to the beach. That's why he knows more about the beach and the Death Stranding than anyone else. His knowledge proved indispensable in the execution of your mission, Sam. Fragile. Fragile, leader of the private delivery outfit Fragile Express. Exposure to timefall caused her entire body from the neck down to age significantly. It was the mark of a terrible betrayal. Higgs, a former comrade, used timefall as an instrument of torture. You see, to no surprise, Fragile was hell-bent on getting revenge. But after meeting you, Sam, she had a change of heart. As your friends, we would stop at nothing to see you succeed. Ultimately, crossing the continent was something you had to do on your own, with only Lou for company, and with no end to the forces that stood in opposition, deadly BTs, unforgiving terrain and unpredictable weather, ruthless terrorists, the list goes on. Higgs. Without a doubt, your greatest enemy was Higgs. Convinced that humanity deserved to go extinct, he kidnapped Amelie and tried to torment you and countless others, but neither he nor anything else could stop you from achieving your goal. The chiral network was finally completed, the bridge to the future was built, but your ordeal was not yet over. You had to learn the real nature of the Death Stranding, a secret that Amelie had kept hidden from us all this time, and a terrible truth you had to face, but you accepted this final revelation, Sam, and did what had to be done. America rose from the ashes of the UCA, and as the people celebrated your accomplishments, you carried out one final mission in secret, to save your BB, to save Lou. You removed the child from the pod that was the prison and began a new life together, and so it was that the two of you vanished without so much as a trace. They didn't explain it here. I don't know why it didn't get explained, but Sam Porter Bridges was one of the original BBs, original Bridge Babies. He was born, he was placed in a tube, and there's supposed to just be tools, and that's why he cared for this Bridge Baby so much, is because he himself, once upon a time, was a Bridge Baby. Of course, he didn't know that, because his father, who we were having flashbacks and ended up fighting a lot, he was the one searching for BB, but he wasn't truly searching for Lou, he was searching for Sam. Sam, who was, the original BB, pretty much the original. I don't know if he was the OG BB, like the first BB, but he was one of the original BBs. And I can't remember his name. I'm trying to think of it, but you fought him a couple of times as he thought he was going after your Bridge Baby, and you were obviously just defending the Bridge Baby, but in reality, he was actually coming and trying to find Sam Porter Bridges, his son, his BB, that I guess at that time he didn't know had grown up, but his search and revenge, or whatever it was, his search for his BB basically keeps him remaining like on the beach forever in a way that he's like kind of conscious in a way. I don't remember exactly how it went, but they didn't bring that up. But that was something very, very important and vital to the first story. New game. The game supports auto-saving. Yes, we will play. I don't want to do anything too easy. So casual. If I feel like it's too easy, we might change it. Birthday. My birthday. I'll let you guys know. It is July 25th. I don't know what's so great that it can't be on the screen. To indicate their path in life. Research has also shown that it can determine a person's experience of dooms. Enter your birthday and see what the future has in store. That's my profile picture, by the way. I got it when I bought God of War Ragnarok, because I bought the deluxe edition. So that's always been, and I always want a profile picture that nobody else on my friends list have, because then I feel like that means that no one else, my friends have no one else that has that picture, because I have friends that have the same profile picture, and it's very confusing to figure out who's actually online until I go and look. My birthday is July 25th. Whilst dooms can afflict almost anyone, those born under the constellation with a greater connection to the beach, including Cancer, Pisces, Cetus, and Delphinus, I don't remember, I'm sorry if I butchered those, are said to be more sustainable to developing the condition. I believe I'm a Leo. It is believed that such individuals are fated to walk a life path fraught with disquiet and turmoil. Yeah, well, unfortunately that doesn't work for a, not hearing anything. I'm not hearing a damn thing. Hopefully that'll fix what I'm hearing. Once there was an explosion. There we go. I was going to say, I'm not hearing anything. I'm sure you guys are, but I'm not. A bang that echoed around the world, a phenomenon known as the Death Stranding. Beach things, lost spirits of the dead, found their way into our midst. When they came into contact with the living, the result was instant annihilation. A void out. Or a giant hole in the ground. Since most could neither see nor sense BTs, people lived in the fear of them, withdrawing from the outside world. I didn't mention, but people with dooms can like sense and sometimes see the BTs. Cities became isolated and humanity crept towards extinction. And bridge babies can also figure out where BTs are. To unite what was left of America, a porter named Sam forged a bond with a bridge baby called Lou, who possessed a special connection to this other side. We just read all of this. Together they journeyed west across the continent, reconnecting the people to the chiral network. Let's say we just read the entire thing about this. I just smacked my desk. But on the day that the United Cities of America celebrated the nation's rebirth, Sam and Lou vanished without a trace. UCA officially attempted to track them down. The pair's whereabouts remain unknown. And by the way, Die Hardman was the one who killed Sam Porter Bridges' father. 11 months later, so I'm assuming this is after. 11 months after I reunited the cities. The Higgs fight, I will be the boss fights in Death Stranding 1 were so fun.
I've always loved porters.
Fragile.
Through freezing rain and biting wind. Across rivers, mountains, and endless deserts. They come to deliver something priceless. A glimpse of a life I've never known. They're my window. My sole connection to the outside world. And I know they'll be back again. Today.
-61.
Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Let's fucking go, man. Remember this. There's so much good music I find in this game, in these games, man. Crypto Bytes, I think is what they're called. I don't know what the fuck those are. I'm sure this is. I don't know how many of the songs are actually copyright. I'm probably gonna get a couple of copyright claims, or not claims, but like strike. Not really a strike, but I don't make any money, so who really cares? As long as I don't get like my entire thing doesn't get canceled, I guess. Nicholas Winding Refn. Hey, a bridge. I think this one might end up being this video might end up being 2 hours, but I'm probably gonna end up filming 3 hours more often, and that's just because of how much like time between like things there are. Because you're doing a lot of deliveries, so you're running back and forth. So I'll probably end up I'll probably really mute or lower this audio, by the way, in post. But which, if I can, I can't. I was gonna say if I can edit the audio right now, it'd be great, but I can't. But I'll normally record like 3 hours of this, like specifically this game. One, it's 75 hours long apparently. But there's gonna be a lot of cutting because you do a lot of like in between deliveries. You do a lot of you know, just kind of sitting in quietness and just running and making this delivery. Hopefully we get vehicles earlier on than when we did. Which, if we don't, it's alright. I love the game anyway. And the way it was fantastic. Sam, Norman Reedus. Another banger fucking song, bro. Lou. Dude, look at this. This game looks amazing. Holy shit.
Okay, time to head home.
Let's go. Well, level indicates Sam's stamina. Bro, it's like I haven't even fucking left. Oh, little campsite. Let's go. I know one of the things I should mention is, and this is, I'm honestly saying a whole lot of shit for people that haven't played the game before. But one of the big things when it comes to Kojima is that Kojima's idea of a multiplayer game is basically a single-player experience with players helping each other out. If you get what I'm saying there. So, like, bridges and other things that are built across water and stuff are going to be built by other people. You know? Instead of, I left the delivery area. Am I just supposed to jump? I don't fucking, what do you want me to do? There's probably that spot I looked at earlier that they wanted me to go down. Oh, I'm going down! I'm going down! Oh no!
Easy does it. Sorry, kid.
Alright, I'm gonna go down this way, I guess. Hopefully I don't die. Oh, Lord! Hold the phone there, Sammy. Oh, I know, like, going around these terrains and stuff in the vehicle, though, is a very, curious thing.
Whoa.
Okay, let's see if we can get over there. Because that's probably going to be a whole lot easier to get to where I'm going if I go over there. I don't know if I'm supposed to take the rocks, but I'm taking the rocks. The kid can enjoy the nice little slide. Okay, let's see if I can climb these rocks. I can't believe I just climbed that. Oh my god, I feel like I'm already breaking the game. Hell yeah. He didn't tell me what song this was, though. Normally it says the name of the song. So I believe this game takes place in Mexico and Australia. How we get to Australia, I have no fucking idea. I just remember being told it takes place in the land down under. But I do believe this first part's in Mexico.
Look at that.
That's right, and we got Rocket League is ready to play. What the fuck are these things?
Pretty far from home.
Do they not care about me? Alright, they don't. Ow! Hey! Hey! Oh! Hey! Oh! What do you mean I left the delivery area? What's the delivery area then? Is there a map? Can I see a map? Oh, I can still talk. I thought I was moving forward. I'm sorry. I didn't know I was going to continue going up this way. I'm assuming I'm supposed to go to that, okay, footsteps. Supposed to be just past traveled by somebody else. The one thing, though, about playing the game, 2 days later, is that, there'll be at least, well, 2 days kind of later, aerial camera. Oh, I'm supposed to go that way. I just realized that. I'm supposed to go towards the town. Hell yeah. I don't like what the camera's doing here. Now I feel like I'm fucking walking terribly. Okay, so I'm supposed to go towards the town. I got you. I know it says some of these things are unclimbable, but I feel like I'm able to climb them. So can I go through this ridge here then? No idea. We're gonna find out together. I'm just really excited. Gatequake.
I feel that.
What's a gatequake? The gatequake measuring 4 on the G scale has occurred. You got natural disaster. You got fucking earthquakes now? Oh my god, dude.
Here we go.
Oh, I see rocks falling over there. They did have that in the other game, though. When you were climbing the snowy mountains, they had rocks falling and stuff. It's okay, Lou. It's okay, buddy. It's alright. Can I shake him like I did last time?
Let's go home and get you fed.
I didn't shake him, but whatever. Alright, hold on, buddy. Hold on. Hold on, pal. I'll give you a little shake. I'll give you a little shake.
Well, now someone's in a good mood.
He doesn't sound in a good mood. He's still crying. It's alright, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, see? Look at his tears. They're like, aww. Yeah, look at you, little Lou. Alright, get back on the get back on my chest, buddy. We gotta keep going. We got packages to deliver. Like, I understand his connection with Lou, but can't believe this man's carrying Lou around all the way over here. I wonder if I was allowed to see where all those rocks fell. Is that all the rocks that fell? Who fucking knows? I'm just hearing just piano constantly. There's just a lot of piano in this one currently. I do hope I hope I find a lot of good music off of this one as well, because there was a lot of good music in the last one. I freaking loved it. But I guess we will find out. Is that another gatequake? What is this? No idea. I don't even know if this is the way it was supposed to take. Oh, it's timefall.
Rain. Gotta move.
That's right. So the rain, as it said earlier, it ages you quicker. So it like ages you very fast. That's why it's called timefall. Normally, I don't. In the first one, they kind of made it seem like you could wait out timefall, but in certain areas you couldn't. Some areas you could, certain areas you couldn't, because there was just BT areas specifically. Those BT areas always had timefall. I'm just kind of wondering if there's going to be any BT areas on the way here. Oh my god, look at the rain on the camera. I didn't actually look here at the settings. Shared content, everything. Enemy encounter animations, first time only for each BT area every time. First time only. Oh, I want to be basically played all subsequent encounters. I know that way I didn't even know you could do that. Originally in the first game, it's set to like every time, and it's like, okay, that was getting really annoying, but we'll just do first time only. Choosing whether or not to display markers on the field in the compass mode. Yeah, we want to keep that. I'm fine with helps. Tips displayed. Motion sensor. I'm fine with motion sensor. I like that. That's fun. Studying weapons or structures. I don't know about that yet. I'm fine with aim assist being strong. It's not that big of a deal. Vibration intensity. I don't even think I have vibration on currently. Have the camera follow you. That's fine. Would I do subtitles on? Speaker names. I like having speaker names on. Performance would be 60 FPS. Let's take a look at quality. Oh, I know it's 30 FPS, man. But look how good that looks. Oh my goodness. But let me tell you, I've played games that have a quality mode that's not 30 FPS. But this is very obviously 30 FPS. But dude, look how good the rain looks. Oh my god, dude. This game looks fucking amazing at quality. I'm playing on a 4K monitor, by the way. I like mostly a basic 4K monitor. It's not anything insane. That's the one thing I did want to look at. But we'll prioritize performance because we want 60 FPS. We just played a game with 30 FPS and frame drops, man. Trust me. I'm fine with, there's not a way to turn off or turn down certain things. So I can't, like, turn down music or anything a little bit, but that's alright. I'll be okay. We'll survive. I mean, this game looks fucking amazing, even in 60 FPS or whatever quality this makes it. The quality mode looks amazing, though, I will be honest with you. I don't know...
There's nothing to see here. Okay, let's hurry back.
I honestly came up here to see where I was heading. I don't remember. I think those areas up there represent BT areas. Okay, we're heading over there. So honestly, I'm fine with climbing this. I'm just gonna get us around. Okay, come on, jump. Let's go. Jump up. Come on, Sam. You got this. There we go. The rain looks amazing even in... It looks better in the quality mode, but it looks really good here too. Oh, look, a river. Let's get down here to this river. Alright, slow her down, Sam. Slow her down. Oh, no, 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 Sam, you're okay. You're right, Lou? I just slammed your head into some rocks, Lou, but trust me, it'll be alright. Sometimes you gotta get your head slammed into rocks, man. I always like a good head slam into the rocks. Nothing wrong about it. Not at all. I kind of wish it was playing a better song and not the constant piano, but I think I can deal with the constant piano too, I guess. Look at the water slowly build up, though. That's kind of cool. I don't know if it really goes up that big, but it is nice in these flatter areas when the water kind of starts building up. Ooh, oh, that's right, I can double jump. Forgot I'm inhuman. Oh my god, I feel like that makes it go a lot faster. It takes a lot more energy, so I really shouldn't do that. Can I still, Okay, these are weapons and tools. It's not what I want. Can I still drink from a canteen? No? Give me these crypto bites. They restore my blood levels if I'm ever in danger. Hey, no more time fall. Let's go. wonder what this city is. What they've been trying to do down here. Or maybe this is just from before. Probably from before. Let's just go down there. There's probably gonna be times where I'm really gonna have to. I will do all the main deliveries, like the big time story deliveries on here. Like small deliveries, even if they're like considered main deliveries. What? Okay, well, there's nothing here for me currently. Probably be there later. Looks like an enemy area, I'm assuming, because that's what that orange thing normally represented. Or maybe it's just not doing that because it doesn't want me to face any enemies to start off the thing. I have no idea. How do I specifically get to the city here? There's a lot of cars here. Which is kind of funny because all the other cars in the other world are like underground and dirt. You think this would be more under sand, but hey, I guess. There was a. Okay, it's over. It's across the water. So let's see if I can cross the water. Then not die. Yeah, looks like I can cross over here. That's not at all what I wanted to do. Not at all what I wanted. Well, looks like we're gonna stick to jumping from car to car. Because I certainly ain't going through all this water. Or just fall, I guess that works too. Yeah. I like lose little noises. I don't exactly know where I'm supposed to enter from exactly. There's no map yet.
Anybody out there?
There's no map I can specifically take out. I don't know, I'm just gonna keep crossing this, I guess. Look at all this. So it looks so cool, dude. So it's interesting that he completely just left. He completely just left the United States in general. Because apparently we're in Mexico now. He just gone out of there. He's like, I'm gonna go help Mexico now. I suppose with everything being connected to the chiral network, I mean, obviously, like they said in the last game, they're still gonna need porters, but I guess porters just weren't as needed as they were before with the chiral network intact. So Sam just went where he was more needed, which I'm feeling that's why he came to Mexico. Oh, I'm probably supposed to go over there. I just realized that that's a, one of those, facility things from the last game. I'm trying to think of the name of them. It's not community center. There's a name for them. I didn't realize they had a big old circle around them. Or an arc. So this wouldn't be Bridges, though, then, because Bridges wasn't in Mexico. I like that there's more, like... I hope this is the kind of thing throughout the game, like there's more buildings. The buildings wouldn't just, I mean, strictly disappear. I mean, in a sense, they'd be buried under sand like they are here. But they wouldn't strictly disappear. I like the different variation of buildings. So I'm gonna have to actually cross this water. That's alright, thank God for double jump. Let's go. Keep running, Sam, we just got a little bit ways to go. Tanker truck. bet you there's some gas. I wonder if did the cars completely stop working? I mean, I suppose we stopped. We really didn't have a need for them because nobody wanted to run into a BT or anything. You dead at Nudo del Norte. 123,342 inhabitants. One of the things that I didn't like though in the last game is that they'd start like playing music, but I'm already close to where I need to be when they started playing the music. So once you entered these areas, it stopped playing the music. The music just stopped, and it was really annoying. I hated it. Because like, I wanted to listen to that music. Hello, I'm here for your delivery. Terminal locked. Was this not where I'm supposed to go? Yeah, Mexico. Look at that. It says over there. Was I not supposed to go here? See you again. I love that. Was this not where I was supposed? I figured this was supposed to go. Yeah, you try to put your hood up, dude. Was there another one that I missed? Why would it let me go here if I wasn't supposed to go here? Because it wasn't letting me go to other places before.
Hello!
Okay, I'm trying to... Where is my objective? It's all the way... It's another 1,600 meters? I didn't know it was all the way over there. I figured this was a distribution center, so I figured this was where it was supposed to go. God damn it! Did I literally pass where I was supposed to go? Are you kidding me? Why did you let me go this far? Oh my lord! I didn't know it was gonna tell me where I was supposed to go. And I held L1. Apparently it does. Man, I cannot wait to get a car back. 'Cause let me tell you what, I already missed the vehicles. But since I passed it and you guys just heard me talk while I was running all the way out here, I will do the favor of the power of editing and get myself over there. Wow, wow, that was crazy. I thought I was going down the river there for a minute. Holy shit. That was wild. That was awesome though, to be honest with you. Don't worry, Sam. We're almost to where we need to not... Home was that? I came all the way over here thinking, oh, I'm delivering these packages all the way over here. Home was all the way back that way. Oh, please tell me other people made the same mistake, man. Please tell me other people made the same mistake. I hope I'm not the only one that just fucked this up, dude. I really do. I walked all the way over there, I was talking, I was enjoying, like, hey, this game's so good, this game's gonna be so good. And then I fuck up on my first run through. Oh, man, I'm so disappointed in myself. Extremely. I mean, like, I was all the way up there. I literally could have came the same way, except just turned left when I got over here. Instead of fucking going all the way over there just to realize, hey, you're actually supposed to go home, and home is that way. I'm extremely disappointed, guys. I just want you to know. I jumped over the water for no apparent reason. We are 300 meters away from home, so we can start talking again. Even though I'm awful. I'm a terrible person. I just made you guys sit through like 40 minutes of me just running and talking. But that's what this game pretty much is, man. That's what you're gonna get out of this, man. Kojima games, they're honestly not for everybody. And I've seen a whole lot of people shitting on what was Death Stranding 1 and saying, oh, I don't know how people are paying for this game. First of all, this game, like, I hate that. Just, people enjoy what they want to enjoy, shut the fuck up, you know? That's... Oh my goodness. That's the first most annoying thing. Second of all, Kojima's games are really for a niche audience. They're not really for everybody. He literally heard that people loved and enjoyed the game. Minus 61, Woodkid. That people enjoyed his game so much that he didn't want it to be mainstream. So he changed his game because, he didn't want, It was crazy. A BT. Oh. Huh? Oh, the BTs are fake. That is crazy. It's meant to scare people. That is awesome, dude. I'm sitting here like, what? He is insanely smart. That's insane. Sam Porter Bridges, everybody. Oh, no, that's copyright. Hold the phone. No way, oh God. This is for sure copyright. Stop it, stop it. Well, we're in for one today, I guess.
Not bad, little Porter. Not bad at all.
Music by Woodkid. Woodkid had 2 songs in the last one, I believe. And this one, he is the artist and the music guy for most of it. I think last time it was Low Roar that was the music guys for the last one.
Come on, open up. There you go.
Fragile? It is fragile, everybody. I was gonna say, you don't have a gun? Is that all we went through last time?
Who's there? Who are you? Fragile?
Were you cooking?
What are you doing here?
I've been looking for you.
Everyone has, apparently. Wow, what a good start. I already fucking spent so much time traveling and didn't need to. So I'm so embarrassed, bro. I feel so bad.
Who's growing up fast? You two look good. Like a happy family. Here's a gift. The finest Carol printed diapers.
Thank God. How'd you track us down?
Your neighbor got hooked up to the Carol network. Service now extends to the whole region. I let myself in with this. You can use Chiral printers now, too.
Guess it's time we thought about moving. Maybe further south. You know, I'm surprised you used the front door for once.
My jumping days are behind me. Overdoing it left me with some kind of syndrome. They call it jump shock.
You care for a drink?
Thank you, but no. I should get straight to the point.
Business, huh? I mean, for a moment there, I thought maybe you wanted to catch up.
I have a job for you. Take it, and that whole mess over how you left bridges will be wiped from the record. You won't have to live in hiding anymore.
What about Lou?
That's a little more complicated. We're talking about a bridges asset. You'll have to work it out. Sam, you brought America together. Helped it be reborn as the UCA.
Hey, give me likes. Come on. Oh. Hell
But
yeah.
I'm afraid the death Stranding is far from over. Humanity is still in danger. Still on the brink of extinction. Don't act like you don't see it. A lot of things changed after you went off on your own. Especially within the UCA. Bridges no longer oversees the distribution network. They withdrew once things were up and running. So your friends and co-workers all went their separate ways. And that's not all. Die Hard Man is not the president of the UCA anymore. In case you're wondering who's handling distribution now, A Pass 4000 has revolutionized the whole process. It utilizes the Chiral network to manage and carry out deliveries. Within network coverage, there's no need to rely on human porters anymore. And no need for Fragile Express, of course. So after I closed up shop, I went and started a new group. One that handles work in regions outside the UCA. We decided to call ourselves Drawbridge. And we still require the services of human porters that can work outside the network. Preferably ones with dooms who can sense BTs. Sam, I'm asking you to go to Mexico.
Aren't we in Mexico?
To extend the Chiral network to the south. Just like you did when you went out west.
You're asking, or is this coming from the UCA?
Both. The UCA came to Drawbridge, and now I'm coming to you. So, what do you say?
I get choices? What? Are there BTs out there? That's a stupid fucking question. What's the state of the environment there?
Chiralium contamination is severe. Some areas have it worse than anything you experienced back in the UCA. The timefall storms are growing more intense as well. And, as you can imagine, everything in their path is subject to temporal acceleration. Objects and structures degrade rapidly, while animals and humans grow old and frail in the blink of an eye. Timefall often precedes the appearance of BTs there too. So you should do everything you can to stay out of it as much as possible. There are many other dangers, though. The rivers can flood in an instant, and earthquakes happen daily.
Are there BTs out there? Why me? Are there BTs out there? It's just a dumb
Why me?
question.
There are several reasons I thought of you for this job. Deadman, for one. He's currently working at a lab in southern Mexico. I don't know the details, but the research they're conducting there is important. Very important. and there are certain things he'd like to tell you in person.
That was one reason. You got more?
I do, and this one's serious. There is some BT territory near that lab I mentioned. They monitor the chiralium levels, and recently, they've observed unusual activity. The cause is still unclear, but they seem to think there's a good chance a massive BT is headed their way. And if they're right, then I want you there, ready to kill it before it kills them. Don't forget,
Come
Sam.
on.
You were the first person in the world to ever take out a BT.
I'm the first one to take out any other big BTs. Probably the only one, honestly.
Guess that makes sense. Something's still bugging me.
What?
All this talk about extending the network into Mexico. Isn't the UCA basically expanding their territory? Taking control? Claiming it for their own?
Sam, it's not like that. They're not trying to take over the world. They just want to link up new areas with the chiral network. Like the internet before the Death Stranding. Public infrastructure to connect people. Which is why, instead of turning to an established government agency like Bridges, the UCA contracted a private organization, like ours, who then decided to employ the services of a freelancer like yourself. So please, Sam, won't you help us out?
I won't do it. I like how there's just an option. Yeah, no. Fuck you guys. I guess I'll do it. I can just say, fuck you, no.
Yeah, alright.
So you'll do it?
I really wonder what me saying no would have done. I feel like I would have ended up doing it anyway, but... I mean, we saw how well saying no in the last game worked.
What about Lou, though? It's not like I can take my kid with me. If I do
Why
this,
not?
can you hold the fort for me while I'm gone? Play babysitter?
We're inside the network. There's a child care app I can use.
Oh, come on. Take Lou. You gotta take Lou with you. You can't leave Lou behind. No.
It'll be fine. The lab is only a few days away. I promise he'll be back before you know it. Link up the region as you head south, and come home safe. We'll be waiting.
Alright.
Still got it. Love it. Alright, let's do this shit. Episode 1. Sam. Here we go, man. Just like starting all over again. Back to square one, baby. Wait, so is the time fall here fake too? That can't be.
Go on. Slide it on your thumb.
Like a ring?
A ring on the thumb? I don't know how much I'd like that.
Try sticking your thumb out, like you're giving me a like. Access your ring terminal to view the map. From
Whoa.
here you can check order details, as well as the cargo for delivery. Now then, let's review the mission that you'll be undertaking on behalf of Drawbridge. Your destination is a research lab in southern Mexico. When you arrive, you'll need to use the Cupid to connect it to the chiral network. Chiral communication
Obviously, we
utilizes
need
the
to make
beach,
it there
where
first.
time barely passes. Using the Cupid in conjunction with a delivery terminal will allow us to initiate a zero-time massive data transmission. But because of the distance, it's not feasible to head straight to the lab to establish a connection.
Obviously.
You'll need to use the way stations to extend network coverage until you're close enough to get the lab online. Your first stop is C1, Ciudad Nuda del Norte.
I was already there.
And welcome them into the network. Improper corpse disposal remains a serious problem in Mexico. With every additional corpse that spawns a BT, the risk of a void out grows even higher. C1 in particular is struggling to handle this issue. But once they're online, we can give them the technology they need to address the situation. Why don't you take a look at the cargo you're carrying by opening the menu?
Bro, hold on. Just give me 1 second. Look how fucking cool this map looks, dude. Like, look at it. It's like little blocks, dude. That's so fucking cool. I love that. The little building blocks, man. Oh, that's amazing. So I gotta head there. I have to head here. And then I head all the way up, wherever the fuck the other place was. All the way up here. Nah, that's not right. It was like up here, I think. Could be wrong. Oh, something tells me that won't all happen on this episode. Mule post box. There's mules here too, huh? Flood location. Ah. Does it show me how big the flooding gets? Probably not. Okay.
You can access useful information about your deliveries via your ring terminal. To review the cargo currently in your possession, select Cargo Management. This is the cargo you'll need to deliver. Be sure to get it to its destination in one piece. It's an excellent idea to place the most important cargo in your backpack.
Okay.
We've given you some additional equipment. It can be carried in pouches or in special hooks, just like cargo. All these weapons can be used to incapacitate humans without killing them. So there is no need to worry about causing a void out. Be sure to weigh your various options as you load up.
Of course, we would not want to kill anybody. Can I put this on, yeah, tool rack. If I can get a tool rack on the other side, that'd be so cool. So what about, we can attach this one to the handgun holster. Oh shit, there we go. And the blood, this one can go in a utility pouch. And the ladder, we can attach the ladder to the suit. Or can I not attach the suits anymore? Oh, yes I can, okay. Maybe not attach it to the suit. We'll place it in the backpack.
Return to the menu when everything looks good to go.
Okay.
Finally, before heading out, make sure to plot your delivery route.
I'll just
Return
get
to
there.
the map.
I don't need to plot the delivery route. I never really use this very often because it always brought, you know, a straight line. Where's my, do I have a marker here? Or can I, how do I return to the map?
See your
There we go.
destination? There's a river you'll need to cross to get there.
Yes.
There are bandits in the area too.
I have
Armed
been
groups
over
that
there,
have
thankfully.
attacked borders in the past. Think about what route you might take from your current location.
I'll fight him. I really want to fight him. I want to see the combat in this one. Okay, that's just how we start drawing routes. Oh, you just go straight there, baby. Okay, I messed up. Hold up. I need to place a marker first and then take this. All the way. Oh, okay. All the way over here. Add marker.
When you plot a route on the map, you'll see what hazards you may run into along the way.
I like
you can
that.
face these challenges head on, or try to find a way around them. How you
It's got a
get to
risk
your
level, too,
destination is
huh?
up to you, but think it over before getting underway.
Let's see, something tells me there's going to be a little more,
Delivery route finalized.
a little more risk when going around these areas than there was in the last game, but we'll see.
Latest model Cupid. Just completed. We decided to put a hold on network expansion until it was ready to go. Like last time, you'll be using it to welcome people into a whole new world. It won't be any harder than before either. The chiral network terminals are ready and waiting. Bridges saw to that. Emily's expedition split into two groups midway. The first continued west, while the second cut south into Mexico. But again, they were only able to lay the groundwork.
Interesting.
Until you bring those terminals online with the Cupid, the network can't grow. Hungry?
No.
No more baby food for you.
Let you get fragile any trouble, I'm gone.
It's cute. Love it.
Don't you break my kid.
I like that there's a handgun holster now.
Now who wants to eat?
There's a sunset. Wasn't it night? Wouldn't it? Shouldn't have been nighttime. That's kind of cool. Those are fake BTs and shit. I really hope that, probably not now, but like eventually I can go.
ID confirmed. Holographic projection deactivated.
I can enter my area. It's not letting me in there. Transporter boots. Do I still have a boot clip? Are there still boot clips? Is that still a thing? Oh, look at that. It just is a thumbs up now when you press start. That's fun. There was a social strand service. What is this? First glimpse of the SSS. Read an SSS post for the first time. Using the SSS, you can view messages sent by people from all over the world. Look back on the likes you've given to and receive from porters in other worlds and enjoy the screenshots you've captured in photo mode. Okay. The Bridge Links tab in the SSS menu allows you to view various play statistics and look back on the likes you've given to and received from other porters. Form a strand contract with those you have more dealings with to deepen your bond and increase your connection level. I did that for a few of them in the last game. I didn't really care personally to keep going through it or to keep delivering packages once I finished the game. So once I finish the game, it'll probably just be, oh, look at that. That little baby Lou. That's funny. I never actually got to that. I never made that race car in the back there. But still, that's cool. Look at Sam from the first game, man. It's awesome. What's APAC? Oh, that's their post. Okay, interesting. What's Corpus? In the Corpus, you can review the story so far, examine terminology, check the controls, and browse the gameplay tips. The Corpus is divided into various tabs. Okay. Having rebuilt the UCA, Sam and Lou are living in a quiet, reclusive life close to the Mexican border. One day, Sam's old friend Fragile pays a visit and asks Sam to connect Mexico and the chiral network by trekking out to a research lab where Dead Man is waiting for him. Sam leaves Lou in a Fragile's care and sets off to deliver a chiral network gateway to his first destination, Ciudad Nudo del Norte. Off the grid. After connecting North America, Sam and Lou leave the UCA in an attempt to evade the UCA's attention. They decide to leave and hiding on one of the borders with the former Mexico, where Sam works as a freelance porter. Having completed an order outside of the chiral network, it is time for Sam and Lou to return home. Deliver the chiral network gateway to C1. The Death Stranding has destroyed the Mexican state. Voidouts, huge explosions triggered by BTs coming into contact with living humans, having shattered their landscape and broken society. People live in fear of venturing outside and have grown isolated and distrustful. Fragile has asked Sam to extend the chiral network to a research lab in southern Mexico. To do so, Sam must complete several orders at facilities along the way, expanding the network step by step. Your first destination is Ciudad Nudo del Norte, C1, a city where corpse disposal has become an acute problem. If nothing is done, there is a significant risk of a void out engulfing the city and its people. The chiral network should provide the technology they need to curb this issue. To get it connected, C1 will need a chiral network gateway, a device that can expand the network beyond their borders of the UCA through means of bilateral data validation. Deliver the chiral network gateway to C1 to save the city from looming to a void out. Okay, we get a lot to read here. Sam, a porter and doom sufferer who was once a member of Bridges. Sam's Doom's abilities allow him to sense the presence of BTs, but it is his ability to repatriate that makes him particularly noteworthy. Repatriates such as Sam cannot die, even when caught in void outs, and always return to the world of the living. Sam crossed North America from east to west with his BB, Lou, for a company, and connecting the entire continent to the chiral network. He also saved Amelie, who had been abducted by terrorists. With help from Fragile and his Bridges colleagues, Sam took on and defeated a number of BTs, as well as his nemesis Higgs. After establishing the UCA, Sam left Bridges without informing anyone. He is now considered a fugitive, and as such, he and Lou have taken a reclusive life close to the Mexican border. Why is he a fugitive, bro? He just wants to be left alone. Bridge babies, or BBs, or BT, are BT sensors that were developed by Bridges, unborn human babies that are removed from their brain-dead mothers after 7 months gestation. They are placed in pods which create the conditions of the womb. Then they are connected to the beach and are able to detect BTs. Connecting an umbilical cable to a BB's pod allows it to press what it has sensed with its human user. Bridges consider BBs to be pieces of fieldware. Each BB has therefore been assigned a serial number in the format of BBXX. This designation is intended to prevent users from becoming excessively emotionally attached to their BBs. Lou, a Bridge BB with the serial number BB28. When Sam first encountered BB28, the unit had been deemed surplus to requirements and earmarked for disposal, but the two formed a bond. And Sam took the BB with him as he crossed the North American continent. At some point along the way, he stopped calling the unit by its serial number and started using the name Lou instead. After the UCA was established, Lou was declared non-operational and was once again condemned to incineration. With Deadman's help, however, Sam faked Lou's disposal and removed the Bridge BB from its pod. Ordinary BBs cannot live outside their pods, but by some miracle, Lou survived and started to develop like a normal newborn baby. Their pair went into hiding in a reclusive bunker on the Mexican border while the UCA searches for them. Fragile is a high-level Doom sufferer with the ability to jump, allowing her to use the beach to transport people, objects, and herself across great distances instantaneously. She is currently suffering from jump shock, however, and is unable to use this power. Fragile was once the leader of Fragile Express, a private delivery organization, but her one-time friend Higgs exploited her powers and involved her in a terrorist plot to destroy an entire city using a nuclear weapon. Higgs also tortured Fragile, subjecting her body from the neck down to timefall. Fragile approached Sam to get revenge, but cooperated in his mission to traverse the continent and establish the UCA. After Fragile Express was disbanded, Fragile set up a new organization, Drawbridge. Die Hardman. Prior to the Death Stranding, Die Hardman was a special forces soldier in the U.S. Army, serving under Captain Cliff Unger. Cliff Unger, that was his name. That's Sam Bridges' father. He was given his nickname on account of his ability to survive any situation. After the USA was destroyed, Die Hardman became the commander of Bridges and dedicated his life to rebuilding America alongside President Bridges Strand. Following Bridges' death, Die Hardman supported Sam on his mission to connect North America to the chiral network, and once the UCA was established, he became its first president. He has since stepped down, and his current whereabouts are unknown. Deadman. As a member of the Bridges, Deadman studied BBs and supported Sam on his mission to establish the UCA. Deadman's initially told Sam that BBs are little more than pieces of fieldware and ordered him to dispose of BB-28. However, after helping the BB recover from autotoxemia, he began to empathize with it, and eventually started referring to BB-28 as Lou, just like Sam. Prior to joining Bridges, Deadman was a coroner and would often have to dismember corpses. He was born from an artificial womb and was given organs harvested from dead people to make up for the ones he was lacking. As such, he is a mixture of the living and the dead and does not have a beach of his own. This is a source of great distress for him, as Deadman himself has confided to Sam. Porters. Porters deliver cargo to cities and other human settlements that have been left isolated by the Death Stranding. Porters have a hard life, with chiral clouds making a use of drones and aircraft impossible. All deliveries must be made over land, where timefall and BTs pose a constant threat. It is little wonder that they are considered to be heroes for the work they do. Some porters work for Bridges or other private organizations, while others are effectively freelance operatives. The effects of chiral contamination have led to some porters becoming addicted to delivering cargo. This is known as drone syndrome and has been observed in the mules who operate in the UCA. BT or beach thing, is a dead person that has crossed over from their world and become stranded in ours. Since the Death Stranding, a human's death has been understood as a separation of their ka, the soul, from their ha, the body. If corpses are not disposed of in a timely manner, generally within 48 hours though individual circumstances vary, the process of necrosis begins. Incinerating a corpse will send that person's soul to the world of the dead. In that case of necrosis, however, the soul will mistakenly think it still has a place in this world and will attempt to return to a body that no longer exists. The dead person is therefore stranded without a place to go, hence the term Death Stranding. Okay, I feel like I'm understanding more things here at the beginning of the second game than I was at the end of the first one. Bandits, a hostile group that is active in former Mexico. They are aware of the risk posed by voidouts and never use lethal weapons. Bandits are superficially similar to the mules who operate in the UCA, but are fundamentally different. Mules are afflicted with a drone syndrome. Their only goal is to make more and more deliveries, and are there particularly attached to their own cargo. The bandits' top priority, on the other hand, is survival. As such, they have been known to steal other people's cargo, making them an irritating presence for the porters. Odradek, the scanning device primarily used by porters. Upon activation, it will scan nearby terrain and inform the user of its features. Odradeks can also detect BTs when connected to BB Pod. The BT sensing technology was developed as part of the process that led to the creation of the chiral network. President Bridget Strand believed that BT's invisibility was one of the reasons they were so feared, and that rendering them visible could be the catalyst that would kickstart humanity's battle against the Death Stranding. Work on BT sensing technology therefore rapidly developed under her direction. Odradeks are also fitted with a light that can be used to provide illumination in dark places or at night. Chiral Printer. High-performance 3D printers that make use of the chiral network's cutting-edge data processing capabilities. A chiral printer can remotely output a great variety of objects provided that you have the necessary resources and are connected to the chiral network. Medicine and living organisms cannot be printed, however, nor can one-of-a-kind objects of great personal significance. Fabricating weapons is simple with a chiral printer and has made it all too easy for anyone to acquire large quantities of arms and explosives. As such, there is concern that the prevalence of chiral printers has led to an increase in the number of armed groups and a general escalation of conflict. The Cupid, a wearable device loaded with the protocols required to connect facilities to the chiral network. Chiralium is used in the Cupid's internal circuitry, meaning that only doomed sufferers are able to carry it. Sam established the UCA by using the Cupid to connect facilities all over North America to the chiral network, often delivering cargo along the way. This current Cupid is a new model developed especially for connecting areas beyond the UCA to the current chiral network. Holy shit. The Ring Terminal, a data terminal in the shape of a ring. It records all manner of useful data, including the wearer's vital signs. It also used as a communication device. A connection to APAS 4000 allows the Ring Terminal to support Sam's activities in a variety of ways, such as providing him with maps as well as information on his orders and cargo. The data bank you are currently perusing is another one of the Ring's terminal features. Cryptobiotes, creature that the first appeared following the Death Stranding. They take their names from the process of cryptobiosis, in which an organism suspends its metabolism and effectively enters a state of provisional death to survive in harsh environments. The word comes from the Greek for secret mode of life. Tardigrades and sleeping chironomids have been known to enter cryptobiotic states. The new organisms are also capable of living on the beach or in the sea. They were never given a formal scientific name. Cryptobiote is now the term that is used in all contexts. They are very much an acquired taste, but are known to boost blood levels when consumed. The skin color of cryptobiote will change depending on its habitat. Interesting. Dooms, a strange condition first identified around the time of the Death Stranding. Dooms imbues sufferers with a range of abnormal powers. Although the exact nature of the condition differs from person to person, one symptom common to all doom sufferers is a strong connection with the beach and the world of the dead. Coming into contact with things related to the dead, such as BTs and chiralium, causes doom sufferers to develop goosebumps-like skin marks, or a condition known as chiral rash. Chiral Network Gateway. The chiral network, which was used to connect the UCA and now provides the infrastructure that supports all of society, is a complete enclosed network. Chiral network services are only available within the network and therefore only within the UCA. To expand the chiral network south into the former Mexico and beyond, the chiral network gateway must be installed in C1, the connection point between Mexico and the UCA. The chiral network gateway will also act as a limiter that will gradually increase the amount of data transferred from the UCA, ensuring that the network remains stable as it is expanded. Consequently, Mexico will not immediately enjoy all the same network features and services as the UCA. The ability to build structures and fabricate weapons will depend on the status of the network on the Mexican side. Macer Handgun, a firearm that changes and unleashes electrical blasts. It can be carried in a holster. The handgun makes use of Macer, a magnetically accelerated stroke of electric reverberation, effect generated by the interaction between chiral and magnetic fields to unleash a powerful electric shock. Jesus. Each shot takes a moment to charge, giving it a relatively slow rate of fire, but its powerful blast inflicts significant non-lethal damage on human targets, and can even temporarily immobilize vehicles. The mace or handgun made no noise when fired, allowing enemies to be silently neutralized. A fully automatic weapon effective at any range, it is equipped with a light and cannot be switched between semi and fully automatic modes. It is highly versatile and can be loaded with different types of ammunition to suit the situation. Be sure to check what kind of ammunition you have loaded before pulling the trigger. There are several different models of assault rifle in circulation, all available in the range of colors. A suit especially developed for making deliveries is the porter suit. Its special weave provides full body protection from timefall, while its camouflaging pattern makes it harder for enemies to spot you. The lights on the suit will change colors in response to the wearer's physical condition. Be careful if they turn red. S-sized pieces of cargo can be attached to the shoulders and hips. The suit comes fitted with a utility pouch, grenade pouch, and spare ammo container as standard. Transporter boots. Standard model boots, much loved by porters everywhere, they are sturdier than ordinary boots, providing porters with the protection they need as they make their deliveries. They don't require many materials to fabricate and will fit feet of any size and shape. In some parts of the world, a porter's experience is measured by the number of boots they have worn through. As a result, many porters slide about as much as possible, hoping to wear their boots in record time. Strand, an essential tool for porters. Sam's blood is woven into its fibers as a means of ID verification. Strands can be used to secure cargo that won't fit on your backpack, keeping it in place even during unexpected impacts. Strands can also be used to bind enemies and to parry melee attacks. Chiral crystals. Chiral crystals began to appear after the Death Stranding and are known for growing in distinctive golden clusters shaped like hands. When these clusters are tightly gripped, they crumble into chiral particles which can be collected using a special device. Chiral crystals possess properties unlike any other substance around on Earth, and are used as fuel, raw materials in the construction of buildings and items to reduce the weight of objects. Having originated in the world of the dead, chiral crystals are most commonly found in areas of high chiral density, such as BT areas. Chiral radiation produced by the crystals means they can only be collected by doom sufferers, such as Sam. Large quantities of chiral crystals can often be found wherever a BT is defeated. Alright. I am going to wait to go through the rest of them, because I cannot talk anymore. I need some time, man. I need some time. Sam's stats. Okay, so I have a bunch of physical stats. Few Sam's deliveries, combat, and stealth stats. Higher stats indicate greater proficiency. Okay. So we got terrain traversal, carrying capacity, endurance, KO resistance. He's already level 2. Oh, KO damage reduction is what it does. Lung capacity. Oh, that's nice. So we have a different strand skills. I probably don't use the strand very often, I'm being honest with you. Mastery handguns, assault rifles, and there's not anything else there yet. Alright. Let's get moving. Nice new song playing. As always, we love to hear it. So is the rain fake then? Now I'm confused.
Alright, let's get this done.
So my boots will gradually do. Is there a boot clip? That's what I'm wondering. Attached a boot clip. That's what I wanted to know. This boot clip is a very, very nice tool. Okay, then we can scan for like different tools. Like there's an assault rifle right here. My only problem with the assault rifle...
Been a while since I held a gun.
Is it an actual assault rifle? Like it's a gun? It'll kill people? Should I not have that out right away? Suitable for close and mid-range. Again, RMP bullets effectively against a target. Rifle also come with light and has 2 mode. What's MP bullets? Oh, so it's not. It's effective against people and cars. Okay, we got our canteen too. That's nice. Blood pouches and those guys. A strand. I can piss wherever I need to piss. That's always great. So should I use this against enemies? Okay. Multi-purpose ammunition also non-lethal. Okay, so it is non-lethal. That's good. That's something I needed to desperately know before I just started fucking shooting people. I have a feeling we're gonna need to shoot those mule guys up there. I'll probably read the rest of the codex at the end of the video. So, I love codex, man. I'm a sticker for codex. I know a lot of people might not care about reading in games, but when you give me a codex and I can read about like the different things about a game and like a different history and all that stuff, it is very fucking nice for me. Personally, I love it. I love a codex to read about history and stuff, especially when it's like actual real life history like we had with Assassin's Creed and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I fucking loved that shit. Headache pills. We might as well take that with us. So yeah, we'll find lost cargo and stuff along the way, and we can bring them to different places, and we get likes and stuff, and we get different kind of fun things to just by helping other people out. Okay, what's this? Okay, I'm all the way up on top of a hill now. So are these actual mules, or are these bandits? I'm assuming these are mules.
We're in enemy territory now.
So should I fight them? You guys want me to fight them? Let's be honest, man. We're here for fun combat. I'm 100% down to just throw down. I don't know if these guys have guns, though. Because I can take them out myself. Let's try and use the strand if we can. Okay, yeah, I can bind them with the strand. Climbing anchor. I didn't use the climbing anchor in the last game either, so I'm not gonna probably use them now. Yeah, I don't know where all these guys are at. I need to mark them if I can. Need to press a button, or no, they're just marked. Okay, I'm not entirely sure. I love how it's like, oh no, you definitely can't see my cargo sticking out the top of this, can you? Nah, that'd be crazy. Imagine if you could see that. Nah, yeah, that wouldn't make any sense. Now there's an actual like skill menu. I kind of want to use this more often, if I can. At some point we're actually just gonna have to have him go into combat and shit, which I have no problem with either. When it comes to subduing some of these guys, they at least... Where'd this guy go? I don't remember what I was trying to say. Oh, he's up here. Oh, what I wanted to do was crouch. How do I crouch again? Uh oh. Now I'm running into issues. How do I crouch? Options. Controls. How do I crouch? Oh, wait, it shows you right here. R1. Okay. I was like, oh shit, I don't know how to crouch. Okay, I'm gonna hope I can sneak up on this guy rather than him turning around. There's an assault rifle right there. We should be alright though. They will let everybody know, obviously, like it's like every game. They will let people know if you do end up, if they do end up finding like a body or something. But they always have, and I can get lost cargo and shit out of these. When I'm running like this, I normally only like to take the actual lost cargo that I need to deliver to places. But like blood bag can go in my pouch. bandit boots can go on my boot clip, you know. I already have a mace or handgun, I'm not gonna get another one. I don't know, there's another guy over there. I think there's another thing over there. But I think I'm just gonna leave this for now. If we want to, we can come back later. I'm gonna put our strand away. I think we'll be... Okay, an enemy spotted you. Oh, I noticed something out of place. Or there's that guy up there spotted me. I don't really know. To be honest with you, I don't really care. I'm gonna keep running. Stamina decreased. Obviously, having more items will be harder to run. So, like, I don't know why I'm explaining everything, but I just feel the need to sometime. Especially for games like this where I've played the other games. But having more cargo will cause me to stumble. So, if I am carrying a lot of cargo, I kind of gotta be careful with that. Looks like we're heading into a dust storm.
Storm's coming through. Okay.
Walking into strong winds, headwind is hard work, but a strong tailwind will speed you up. Moving around during periods of strong winds will also drain your stamina. Can I wait? Like, is there a spot for me to be able to wait for it to be over? It really does make me frickin' lose balance though, doesn't it? Yeah, so like when I have too much weight, it'll cause me to have to keep shifting my weight. A lot of times I just hold R2, so we should be good in that department. If I'm being honest with you, these all might be just 3-hour episodes. I don't know, I'm probably not gonna film for... I'm not gonna film for 4 hours video. I'm only gonna film for 3 and we'll see what happens per thing. I should find out where my thing is. Okay. It's hard to see right now. If I could follow that, it'd be amazing. Or get behind some of these buildings for cover. We'll go close to a wall of a structure to take shelter and avoid strong winds. Can I go inside of here? It'd probably help if there was another wall there, but you know, that's alright. So, let's say I go right here. If I go back under here. Is there a way for me to take a break? How did I take a break like before? Oh, there's signal menus. I never actually used those in the last one. Why me hat? Oh, that's funny. You can put on hats and stuff. Sunglasses, Luden sunglasses. Sam's sunglasses. Odra deck. We got all our different boots. Could wear the hat. I didn't really like to wear the hat, 'cause I kind of like to keep it simple. If I'm being honest with you. I think I could take shelter here, but I guess maybe not. Trying to figure out how I set up camp again. Oh, this would be a good spot to set up camp right here. I'm kind of wondering if I set up camp, can I ring terminal, filled breast, pick up cargo, tap from attack, sprint, science, get a scanner. Can you not do that anymore? Well, you still have to be able to. What if I go into this? That ain't it. Oh, okay, hold square. I don't know if you can actually,
Let's just sit here for a second.
wait out the storm. I'm sure you can. The only thing is that, like, I don't know... Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and wait, personally. So I'll probably keep traveling through the storm, if I'm being honest with you. Because like, if there was a way to like pass time with the storm pass, I would, but
Okay.
I feel like if they did that, they'd add more timed objectives. I'll grab a cairn up here whenever Sam takes another port takes a rest. You recover more quickly if you rest near a cairn. That's alright, we're just gonna keep moving. We got a long way to go. I feel like I should be able to run better when I'm next to these buildings. How that sign is still standing, I will never know. These winds are aggressive, though, I will tell you what. Okay, I know that the water is down here. Okay, the storm is only in this area.
Easy now.
Flowing river will cause it to drain more quickly. So that's something we did know. It cleaned my lower half, at least. That's nice. I keep losing my balance, though. I have too much cargo or weight on me. That's why I keep losing my balance. I just gotta keep. I think you gotta just upgrade your stats. In all honesty with you. C1. We are here.
Buen dia, Sam. ID confirmed. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected.
Don't worry, Sam.
That usage is restricted.
Automated Public Assistance Company. How does it feel to be back out there, Sam? I'll try to use the SSS to keep you up to date with everything over here. Lou was having fun playing around just a while ago and now is fast asleep in Dreamland. I'll send you another message soon which you can check out on your ring terminal. And don't worry, I'll take care of Lou. It's like that. Send a like for the first time. Need any help with deliveries? Having any trouble making deliveries? Just open your ring terminal and select Corpus Tips to review the delivery menu. We won't never probably go through tips, if I'm being honest with you. Just send as many likes as I can. I just freaking hurt my arm sending likes. That's good. that's a crazy thing to say. Oh, receiving likes for sending likes? That's awesome. Okay, let's free up some of my space, though.
Cairo decontamination in progress. No anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
Alright. Activate the terminal. I was here earlier, I just want you guys to know. I was just an idiot and decided to, you know, be very bad at my job and not know where the fuck to go.
You must be Sam. It can't have been easy to come this far south. You're here to bring us onto the...
I was already here, man.
right?
Just to let you know that.
That's a relief. We'll be able to dispose of corpses properly once you've got us online. That'll be one less thing for our residents to worry about. Anyway, I believe you have some cargo for me, yes?
Deliver the Chiral Network gateway to
This cargo
C1.
is in impossibly good condition. For real, you're the best porter I've ever seen.
You've only seen me once, man. But that is true, you're not
You
wrong.
go to such lengths on our behalf. We really can't thank you enough. It's just like everyone says. You're a man that people can rely on. Okay,
Thanks.
use your Cupid to bring us online. The Cairo gateway you brought us should allow us to establish a connection between Mexico and the UCA. And with state-of-the-art tech at our disposal, we can finally solve a lot of our problems.
My face is full of fucking sand, dude. Oh, Lord. Oh, don't lift me up again, no! There we go. New strand established. Starting point. Connect your Cupid for the first time. Cupid connection.
Chiral network coverage successfully expanded. Commencing data collection.
Awesome. So once you expand the chiral network, things that people have created will appear, like bridges and stuff that they made. Obviously, over time, they will wear down and break because of timefall. You just have to make sure your other people repair them.
Now displaying your current portal.
And there's like different servers, so just because I have something in one position doesn't mean you will have something in that position. You know. Porter grade. Silent handler.
Porter grade increased. Congratulations.
Every evaluation you receive as a porter will contribute to your overall porter grade, calculating by APAS. It provides a new snapshot of your experience as a porter as well as your delivery style. It is calculated from the number of likes and Sam receives during the course. But I'm so good before.
Chiral network connection confirmed. And now we can begin fabricating the latest corpse disposal equipment. Until recently, we've been dealing with our dead by burying them in tar, but that solution was growing untenable. We should be okay moving forward. I really can't thank you enough. You must be exhausted after your long journey. We've prepared a private room for your exclusive use. There are countless dangers in these parts. You should rest until you're fully recovered. Don't push on until you're ready. Please, stay here before you set out again.
How are things in this region? What was untenable about the corpse disposal?
As I mentioned before, we've been taking them to a nearby tar pit and dropping them in. Unfortunately, we took it too far. And it wasn't long before the whole pit turned into a BT area. In trying to prevent the emergence of BTs, we ended up facilitating their creation. And with the constant timefall in the vicinity, chiral contamination has only grown worse. All these problems have contributed to an increased suicide rate, which in turn has resulted in even more bodies that we've had no way to dispose of properly. But thanks to the chiral network, we can now fabricate the corpse disposal facilities that we lack. Everything's going to be all right.
How are things in this region?
Well, our corpse disposal problem is no longer an issue thanks to you. But there's nothing we can do to get rid of the BT area we created. Fear of BTs and damage from timefall and chiralium exposure will continue to be a concern. And let's not forget about the bandits willing to attack travelers and facilities. But so long as we remain connected to the network, we'll have access to new tools and technologies to help combat these threats. You brought us more than a connection to the outside. You brought us hope.
That's what I do.
Thank you again for everything.
I like that you can now kind of talk to them.
Started right away on preparing your next order for you. By the
In a
time
way,
you
I
wake
guess.
up, it should be good to go. You'll just need to access the delivery terminal here. I hope I can count on you.
Alright, we get to see our new private room for the first time. Is it going to look the same as the old one? I'm very dusty in the top half. No, it's a different look. Hey.
Welcome,
Oh, look at this. Oh, this is
Please
cool.
relax and enjoy your stay.
Where's my shower? Huh, all the dust. Oh, Sam, we gotta take a shower before you go to bed, man. The hair and face are too dusty. Can I even take a shower? Use toilet or shower. Our facilities. Sam, the shower and toilet are outside your private room. Chiral crystals will be recovered from any waste you produce, so go ahead and make use of the facility. You comment. There's also a sink in your room where you can freshen up and check your look in the mirror. It's a good place to try out new hats or sunglasses. You've also got access to an armory where you can check out various weapons and learn how to use them in VR training. Go ahead and give it a try. It's definitely worth checking out everything your room's got to offer once you rest it up, of course. Okay. I will get there soon. I will go use toilet or shower. Am I gonna have to worry about blurring out some Norman Reedus ass? Oh, it looks like it ain't showing Norman Reedus ass this time. No more Norman Reedus. No more Norman Reedus ass for us, I guess. That's how I wasn't sure if I was gonna blur it out or just keep it in there. I mean, it's only some cheeks, man. It's not that big of a deal. But I don't know if I was gonna get like flagged for it or anything, so I just wanted to kind of be careful, I guess. Okay. Is there little figurines like there were last time? Please tell me there's little figurines like last time. All right, we'll sleep. It's the only option I seem to have. Sam's sunburns have healed. Oh, so I get sunburnt. Louise? My goodness. Amelie? Holy shit.
Lou.
Are you alright? If you're worried about Lou, don't be. I'll admit, the stuff is pretty new to me, but the app has been a big help. Figuring out why your baby's crying, getting the milk just warm enough. It's had the perfect advice for every situation.
Hi.
It's not really there, though.
So, how does it feel to be back in the saddle?
Work's same as it ever was. It's the first time I've been away from Lou.
We're fine. Trust me. Just focus on the road, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Sam has made use of the toilet. How does he know? Private rooms, kilogram, patches. Which we'll worry about later. Use sink. Entering a private room gives Sam a chance to have a replenishing drink, to use a shower, toilet, and sink, and to sleep in a proper bed. Private rooms are also allows you to examine your weapons and access the firing range. Let's wash the face, man. Does washing the face give you an effect or something like it, unlike the last game? Nothing? No? Customized look. I can change all your different sunglasses. Oh, I can wear them on my head. That's kind of cool. I don't really care to wear them, if I'm going to be honest with you. Ooh, but different suits is pretty fire, though.
No way. Alright.
Wait. I don't... Take off. I didn't want that on. Okay, what else is there that I haven't done? View or test weapons. Oh, you can customize backpack. Help fabricate custom attachments and fit them to your backpack. Select fabricate. Yes, well, I could do that in the last game. Patches. Hey, look at all the patches we got. A negative, A positive, B negative, B positive. O negative, O positive, AB negative, AB positive. Those are different blood types, aren't they? Yeah. Huh. I don't know what blood type I am. I've never had blood taken out. Ah, fuck bridges. I don't want any of that stuff on. Customized look. Can I like change the color of outfits? No. Well, I'm not gonna worry about it. Examine table. Eat crypto, buy it. And have us a drink. Sam's hunger somewhat satiated? No, fuck if I know. Alright. Okay, boost up to 25%. Alright, we'll worry about that later. I think I'm ready to go. Go to surface. I'm not gonna test weapons. I don't fucking care about that. There we go, baby. I gotta fucking edit this video and have it up by tomorrow morning. This is a day of release. At least, like 11 p.
Please review and confirm.
11 p.m. is when I started recording this. What is on my back currently? Utility badge. What's on my back? A ladder. Oh. Okay, we'll keep the ladder on there for now. Might be needed at some point.
Good morning, Sam. Did you have a good rest? We're already making progress in addressing the corpse disposal situation here. Once again, I've got to thank you for that. If you access the delivery terminal, you'll find that you can fabricate equipment for yourself now too. We have some materials on hand here that you can use to make supplies for your journey. Take as much as you need. Now, we don't have all the same schematics in Mexico that you have access to in the UCA. But as you link up more facilities to increase chiral network bandwidth and improve your connection level with the locals, we should be able to share all kinds of new data with you, expanding your fabrication options further. I heard that you're planning to extend chiral network coverage to the south, down as far as that research facility. So go ahead and pick up the order I posted for you. I'll explain the finer details of the mission while you look at the map provided by APAS.
APAS. Take on orders. Deliver one or more remote medical units to Villa Labre. Okay, shouldn't be too hard of a drive. I can really go around that
Your
BT
next
area.
destination is Villa Libre.
Sorry.
The people there don't have enough medical equipment to meet their needs. If you bring them this delivery, you'll be sure to earn their trust. And once you've done that, you'll have an easier time convincing them to become part of the chiral network. Timefall is coming down hard in this area. Cargo containers that are exposed to timefall will begin to degrade. If you carry container repair spray with you, you can use it to mitigate these effects before it becomes a problem. Keep an eye out for the rivers and bandit camps in the area too. Hazards like these can make your life much harder. On your way to Villa Libre, you might pass a post box we built. We left behind some spare equipment in its shared locker. If you see it, take a look inside. Everything is yours to use as you deem fit. There should be materials in there too, enough to fabricate something if you like. Also, if you have any extra equipment, you can use the box to donate it to other people. With a moment's generosity, you can make another porter's day. Finally, each postbox has a private locker which can be used to store equipment for later use, and a recycle feature that will turn any unneeded items into materials. So what do you think? Have enough information to plan your journey to Villa Libre? Take your time to finalize your route.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm thinking I might just go around, go all the way over here, and then make my way over there. And out there. That's probably what I'll do, and so I don't really gotta have to, warning Deep River. So I don't gotta have to, like, run right into the armed hostiles. At least now I don't really want to run into them. What is this warning? Is this a fall off warning? Yeah, I'm not gonna climb the building. Wait. Return to order list. Okay, that's not what I meant to do. There's a BT area over here? I have no idea. That's okay.
This order calls for some pretty hefty cargo to be sure. But don't forget to take into account all the other extras you'll need to carry to get the job done. Every piece of equipment you take also adds to your overall weight. So think carefully about your loadout. Try to pick critical items that won't weigh you down and wear you out when combined with your cargo. Run out of stamina halfway through a delivery, and you're in for a world of hurt.
It's alright, happens to the best of us. Okay, I only need one, right? I thought there was going to be two. I'm like, I really don't need to have two currently.
Please select an item to fabricate.
I wouldn't mind some container repair spray. Maybe I'll add two. We'll fabricate that. And then I can throw that. I can throw one on my back because I have a ladder back there. And then I might as well put... Wait. Yeah, there's more than one I gotta carry. I might as well put one on my... attach to suit.
Make all necessary preparations for your delivery. When everything is in order, head out.
Okay, thank you. So head out like this, I guess. I don't really know what else to do. I gotta carry both these equipment things, so.
Order accepted. Thank you.
How much is this gonna weigh me down? 55? I think I can work with that. At least having those two in the back makes that thing more... We're online. We're finally connected to the chiral network. It's been 4 long years since the first expedition set up that terminal, and we've been waiting patiently to get hooked up ever since. To know we're not alone out there, that's all humanity wants. And not only are we connected to other locations, we can also fabricate new equipment using chiral printers, living the dream. Alright, man, I got you at 20 likes. I did not like his thing there. It's alright. Okay, I know of this, thank you. That'll happen. Capacity and absorb impacts. Use the container repair spray. I have a container repair spray, so we are A-okay. It doesn't go that fast, I promise you. If it went that fast, that would be such a dick move by the game, but it doesn't. Well, I love that there's that giant thing in the sky to tell me where my marker is. That's very nice. Well, I guess I'm going to be running by myself for a little bit, and you guys get to enjoy the power of editing. Oh, we got rising rivers. Okay, well that's not good. We'll have to deal with that. Okay, well... This should be alright. No! Okay, well, I was hoping to... Don't hesitate to rethink your route. Looks like the timefall has been pretty relentless. You okay, Sam? Heavy rain sometimes causes the rivers over there to rise. Don't force yourself across them. If they're too deep, instead, take a look at your map and see if you can find another route. Conditions change quickly out there, so it's important to be able to adapt at the fly by adjusting your route. That's okay. I'll be alright. I don't know, I wonder how quickly this jumps up then. I was going to follow the river the entire way there, but it looks like that's not going to happen. I highly doubt it grows as high as like this entire thing. I mean, that'd be pretty awful if you ask me, but if it does, it does, I guess. I don't know, I would have to find my way around, I guess. My first marker is over here. And I'm missing their camp, which is nice. I don't gotta sneak through them. Or fight them, I guess. Which if I had to fight them, that's not that big of a deal either. So are these areas like this a flood area too, technically? Obviously up here wouldn't be a flood area. Okay, so my thing wants me to cross over here. But Water might be too deep here. We might be able to go over here and do it. I do have a ladder, so I can use the ladder. What is in the water? Oh yeah, that water is growing. Okay. I see a pathway over here I might be able to work with. So this is what you can use the ladders for. Or one of the, obviously you can use the ladders to climb things, but you can also use the ladder to place like this, and you can get over. So my first structure, build your first structure. So now I have the ladder there, which we can also move my gun back to my thing here. Okay, I get it. We can put the gun away. I don't need the gun. Those rivers do get wide. So interesting. I wonder how wide they actually get. I'd be interested to find out. But as of right now, we are continuing on our way. So am I going to be able to see the BTs then? Because I don't technically have a bridge baby on me. Or is the technology now with the OSHA decks better that they can actually just see them without the actual bridge baby? Be a bad thing at all. What in the hell are these things? What the f-
Analysis confirms that these hostile life forms are chiral creatures.
What the fuck? We'll have to read about them later, dude. Holy shit. Was there always a river here, or is that the cause of the flooding? No, there isn't. That must just because of the flooding. Okay, so the flooding really does take a serious effect. The cool thing though, oh my god, yeah, it really does. The cool thing though, I will say about this one compared to the last one is that filtration equipment. I don't really have any space to carry anything else, so unfortunately I'm just gonna have to let that sit. But okay, if I want to cross somewhere, it's gonna have to be right here. That'd be my only opportunity to really cross somewhere. Alright, just keep climbing, even though we're probably not supposed to climb this, but I'm climbing it, baby. Let's go. So I wonder how long... One of these days I might... Well, I'm by myself, I might just have to sit here and see how long the rivers take to... Alright, because this isn't an actual river. This is just a flash flood area. So I wonder how long it takes for it to go down back to... Now that it's not raining, how long it'll take to go back down. I'm exceptionally curious. This could have been a game that I easily streamed. But I'm gonna be honest with you. It isn't like Kingdom Come Deliverance where there's just a lot more action. This game causes a lot of running. There's supposed to be a lot more action in this game compared to other games. Or compared to the last game, I mean. Not compared to other games. Compared to the last game, there's supposed to be a lot more action in this one. But the one reason I'm talking about this is because I originally thought about streaming it, but then I'm like, you know, it's going to be a lot nicer for people if I can just cut it out, like me running and stuff all through these different areas. That's why I'm going to record for this game probably only. I don't know how many other games. For every game, I record 2 hours of content. And sometimes that gets dropped down to an hour 30 or an hour 45, just depending on how much I got to cut out just from traveling the open world. But this game's going to have so much more open world than any other game we've played, just, you know, because of how I've played the first one, so I kind of know that. So I figured, and obviously, it isn't going to be like this, where I'm constantly talking on our way to deliver these equipments, but that's only because of just what we're doing, and me just kind of explaining things of how things work. If you haven't seen or played the second one, you're probably getting annoyed if you have, but that's okay. I mean the first one, or if you haven't seen or played the first one, or if you played the second one and you're just watching this now.
Right? Did the timefall give you a lot of trouble? Thanks for making the trip. Allow me to assess the condition of your cargo. such amazing condition.
Thank you. 362.
I have to say,
Flames.
this was well worth the wait. I had a feeling you wouldn't let me down. Time to connect the Cupid. Once we're part of the chiral network, we'll be able to use these remote medical units you brought. I can get myself checked out as well. We've all been looking forward to this. So go ahead and link us up.
Hell yeah. Another reason why I don't want to record 3-hour episodes is because this game's 75 hours long, apparently. New strand established. Cupid connection. La Madre. Villa Libre. I might butcher some of these words. I just want everyone to know. It's definitely gonna happen. Item PCCs, man. Hell yeah. What? Hologram data for structured customization. Oh, we got a fucking little fucking quokka.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I got you. I did a salute, by the way.
Chiral communications have been established. Now I can finally use one of these medical units to assess the condition of the child I'm carrying. I just pray they're strong and healthy. The elderly residents here will also be happy to receive proper medical care. Oh, seems like you should be capable of fabricating PCCs now as well. Probably thanks to the chiral network expansion and the resulting increase in total bandwidth. Of course, every additional structure will eat into that bandwidth, but there should be more than enough to support anything you build. Within reason, that is. There's one other problem we've been dealing with lately, though. It's not a critical issue, so I posted an aid request with further details. If you're interested, you can check it out via your Ring terminal.
Something the matter with your baby?
I'm not sure. I should have given birth to my child ages ago. But for some reason, the fetus seems to have stopped growing at 7 months.
It's a bridge, baby!
My body, I can't tell what it is.
Oh.
And not knowing is driving me insane. But with one of our new medical units, I might finally be able to get answers. I want to believe I can still bring this child into the world someday.
What issues are you dealing with?
Some of the cargo we had stored here was washed away during a massive flood. The water carried it into bandit territory, so we're in no position to reclaim it ourselves. I know this isn't the sort of thing a porter like you normally does, but
Won't be the first time.
if you're willing and able, please check the aid request. All of the relevant details should be available for review on that Ring terminal you're wearing. You can use it to confirm the cargo's location. So, if your travels happen to take you out that way, we'd really appreciate the help. The only people that still live here other than myself are elderly. The last of the younger residents decided to risk it all and leave for Ciudad Nudo del Norte a while back. Too many bandits in these parts. Like the one I used to be. We took what we wanted and didn't care about anyone but ourselves. But after I got pregnant, I realized I could not keep living like that. Had to clean up my act. Start living for someone else. My friends didn't understand at all. So they ditched me. Left me to wander on my own. Until the people here agreed to take me in. Even though the poor souls are struggling with all kinds of health issues. That's why we put in the order for these remote medical units. A new order has just come through for you.
Oh, hooray.
Looks like the residents of the C1 South Distribution Center need you to recover some cargo from a bandit encampment and bring it to them. You can review the specifics of the order when you get around to accepting it. So once you're good to go, access the delivery terminal here to get underway. I'll share additional info with you as soon as you do so.
Alright, fantastic.
Order completed. Well done.
Story so far. Okay, let's take a look at our new, so I do want to fabricate, however, a new ladder. Thank you. And place on my backpack. Cycle and store, I don't need to do anything with that. Take on orders. Cover all chiral density gauges stolen by the bandits. Okay, I thought they needed help with something else. But I guess maybe
Okay,
it's just for that.
Are you ready? Then I'll bring you up to speed with what I know. The order you've undertaken is to recover chiral density gauges that have been stolen by bandits and taken back to their base. The base is located in some overgrown ruins, so you'll have a hard time getting a clear view of it. You might want to construct a watchtower nearby before you charge in. With it, you can get a better handle on the situation and improve your odds of getting the job done quietly. But that's not all, of course. Other porters are also able to make use of your structures. This way, you can help out the people who follow in your footsteps through this area. Think about what I told you and finalize your route. Best of luck to you out there.
Okay, so if we place a marker,
Commencing route creation.
we add a marker here, and then add a marker here, add a marker here, and add a marker where we're supposed to be there, and then add a marker here. Then maybe we should go around this, like add a marker like here, and then all the way here.
Delivery route finalized.
Alright, it's just a lot of it's just be careful of cliffs. That's what I'm getting on here. Okay, PCC, we will need to carry a PCC with us. That I can attach to my suit though. And we can head out.
Order accepted. Thank you.
I do have to run to the bathroom real quick though before I continue. Oh, they got the little things outside. Yeah, let's go. Alright, I do have to run to the bathroom real quick. So give me 1 second. Bro, these trees are gorgeous. Hell yeah. Finally into some green vegetation, baby. Let's go. I'm not gonna be able to like distinctly follow my thing I got there, but I can at least kind of stick next to it. There's a path that leads up here. Eventually, if I'm being honest with you, I did stop using this. I think I just need to step on those guys. It's going to be a problem for me. Though I can tell you though, I am excited to hopefully get new and better boots, because these boots suck. There's little chiral animals now. So that's interesting. So that's something I guess we're gonna have to worry about now. But that's okay. Those little guys might have seemed like a problem. Just a little bit of a problem. Oh, another ladder. I might take that. Thanks. Okay, which way should I go? Probably not up that way. I do have ladders now. A couple of them, so I can make use of them if I need to. Excuse me, spiders. Okay, so I don't think... They don't seem to have an issue with me as long as I don't step on them. So going by them shouldn't be much of a problem. Like I said, as long as I don't step on them... Ow. Bastard. Or it's looking like I'm okay as long as I don't step on them. These little guys, they're so adorable. How could I hate on them? Oh. Aid requests. Okay, so those are just things I can eventually do. I don't actually need to do them now. They're just things I could probably do on my own. Things I'll probably do on my own. I'm assuming the main quest will be from the main thing. So that's certainly interesting. I did want to, however, move this ladder to my left hip. I didn't want to have all that cargo on my backside there. Hopefully once we get trucks, this will all be a lot easier. So that was one of the big things that saved me a lot, was just using trucks. I believe these footprints are from other people that are playing the game actively. Before, what is that? Special allies. I'm continuing to run even though I don't want to run anymore. Oh, look, a PCC. Nice to see a PCC is here if I didn't need to take one. Okay. I do know that also that some people can use your route. If they follow your route, you get like likes and shit. So that's pretty cool. Oh, I love the ruins. That's sick as fuck. I wish there were more of that in the first game. Okay, so it wants me to build a PCC. So we can select structure, select watchtower. I like that. I like the selection menu. It's already better than the last one. I can just select what I want to build instead of cycling through something. That's very awesome. I do want to put my gun back out unequipped though. So I'm going to need that here. And now we just wait for this thing to be built pretty much. There we go.
Construction process now complete.
And we can use it to mark all of the different enemies. Now this time, guys, I'm thinking we go in there guns a-blazing. What do you say? Hell yeah. I might actually not. If I can use a cable, I'm gonna use a cable. We'll see first. I can see where these guys are now, I believe. And if they see me right away, then I might be pulling out the guns. I could also try to just sneak. I wonder if these are hiding spots then. Yes, they are. We'll see what I can do. Bandit boots. I don't need boots. I got enough boots on me. Carry on back. I'm assuming eventually they'll get out of those. Obviously they will. It's not an assume, it's a they will. I think there was only 3 guys here though. I can look around to make sure. That's just not allowed or placed. Is that electric rod? Is that the weapon he has? Or is that a weapon I can get? Assuming it's the weapon he has. But there seems to be a ladder over here that should get me over there. And that'll be very nice. We're gonna find out here in just a second. Oh, there's 4. I only saw 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, the 4th one's in the ruins.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
Uh-oh. I think somebody saw me. Yeah, somebody did. He's running over there to see it now. So that's actually going to work in my favor. Okay, looks like I'm not doing this. Okay, is there a way to dodge, or am I just sitting here like a dumbass? Is there a way to dodge? I'm sitting here like a fucking dumbass and getting fucking hit. Is there not a dodge? Why would there not be a dodge? There wasn't even a dodge in the first one, I don't even think. That's awful. Awful. Perform action. Let's perform action. I'm just gonna sit here and get my fucking ass beat all the time? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? That's awful. Awful gameplay. There we go. Found my one fucking complaint so far, I can tell you that much. Wasn't in the first one, it's even worse that it's not in the second one. Awful, dude. It's awful. I have to pick up every little fucking thing that I fucking lost. Are you fucking kidding me? Where's my other shit? How did he even find me, man? I mean, come on. That was fucking bullshit. Oh. No, I should have another container repair spray. Oh, it's right here. Okay. Huh? Can you move, please? That didn't kill him? Why did I get a small little animation like that if it didn't kill him? That was awful. Okay, I can tell you my first complaint about this game is no dodge button. How is there not a dodge button? What type of fucking combat do you want to do and not have a fucking dodge button? That was the problem with the fucking first one, is not having a dodge button, dude. That is so fucking lame. How do you not add a dodge button, dude? I mean, I'm fucking sitting here like baffled, even though I know there wasn't a dodge in the first one. But I'm literally even more baffled there's not a dodge in the second one.
Keep moving, keep pace.
I mean, what entirely shitty fucking combat then. There has to be a dodge, man. Are you fucking kidding me?
All designated cargo successfully recovered.
I'm gonna hack into their box here. I can't believe it didn't add a dodge. I mean, I just can't fucking believe it. I'm gonna put that on my back too, might as well. You can go into my utility pouch. I don't give a shit about any of this other stuff. I might as well put the ladder on my leg. On my other leg. And now we're sitting pretty. Awesome. Alright. I don't know what the electric rod does. I didn't even know I could take an electric rod. I can carry their weapons now. That's actually kind of cool.
How you holding up, Sam?
Give me that. I'm gonna use their electric rod against them. Fucking pricks. Okay, my thing was to head the other direction. And then go that way. So that's where I'm gonna go. Okay, so I just found out how to dodge. You have to hold R2 like aiming and dodge like this. The sun has begun to set. Uh-oh. That's alright, we're coming up on the distribution center, so that's fine. I don't know why I went directly to my marker and just turned over there, but that's right. Your endurance gauge is being drained. Stand still to allow it endurance gauge to recover. That's alright, I'll be alright. Indigo by Magnolian. See what I mean? They start playing this music right as I'm almost there. If I was driving a vehicle, first of all, it would have just cut off immediately and I wouldn't have got to hear the song, but courtesy of anti-fragile music. It's not very nice, but let it slide. I'll let you guys enjoy this one, but there might not, you might not get this every time there's a music playing. I mean, we'll see. I don't know if I am gonna, like, cut out all the music. If I get shit that's not copyright, I mean, I'll definitely play it. But if it is copyright, I might end up cutting it out. We'll see what happens. I'll look up the song and see if it's copyrighted or not.
ID confirmed. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process
Alright.
your orders and requests. Cairo
Here we grow.
decontamination in
Grow?
progress.
Go.
No
Go.
anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
Activate terminal. Hell yeah. Deliver and report.
Hola, you're Sam, right? I assume you're here to drop off that stolen cargo of ours? With those chiral density gauges in our possession, we'll be able to determine where BTs are likely to appear in the future. So, let's get a look at those containers and see if we're good to go. Now that service, not a single scratch that I can see. Muchas gracias.
Got you, homie. Oh yeah. 500 likes. That's what I'm talking about.
You're an absolutely incredible porter.
Thank you. That's what I've been trying to explain to people, but for some reason it's like, oh, you don't know how to dodge in the game. You're an awful porter. Fuck these guys.
Looks like our chiral
I'm
density
joking.
gauges are just about good to go. So, let's see what that Cupid of yours can do.
Alright, look at that. More of Mexico is getting put together. And we got more, things. So, I'm not allowed to move. Weapon data, blood grenade, hell yeah, we'll be fighting some BTs now, baby. Structure data, we got, timefall shelter.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Awesome.
It's high time we got on the chiral network. Our BT research should go a hell of a lot faster now. We just shared some data with you that'll let you fabricate blood grenades, a kind of anti-BT weapon, and build timefall shelters too.
Yeah, I know.
I think you'll find both very useful. The chiral density gauges you brought us have been safely integrated into our systems. We can resume all distribution center operations and get back to business as usual. A lot of lives are gonna be saved thanks to you.
They obviously probably don't know this, but the blood grenades comes from Sam's blood. Because Sam's blood was the only thing that they figured out could kill the BTs. So I'm going to ask him what's a blood grenade, and I don't know if he's going to wonder what he's going to say.
It's one of the fruits of our joint effort with the lab to develop anti-BT tech. Up until now, our primary weapons against these entities have been created with the blood of doom sufferers. And so, production is wholly reliant upon regular donations from rare individuals like yourself.
Yeah,
Securing
I'm the
a
reason
stable
these things
supply
exist.
has been difficult. But you know all
Which
about
I'm
that, given your
assuming he doesn't
experiences
know.
with the UCA. But this weapon utilizes synthetic blood with all the same anti-BT properties. Derived from samples taken from doom sufferers.
Okay.
It can be produced at scale to meet demand.
So it's
And
not
despite
actual
its artificial
blood.
nature, it's actually proven to be more potent than the genuine article.
Oh.
So you can think of our new weapon as a more full-blooded version of the hematic grenade it replaces. In any case, we won't need to ask you for your blood ever again.
Oh, so he
rest
does
easy.
know that. Never mind, I thought it would be kind of
Test
cool if he
it out.
didn't, but that's
We have
alright.
some training facilities here at the distribution
I
center.
know how to use it, buddy. I
Feel free
played
to
the
access
first
delivery
game.
terminal and give them a try.
Have timefall shelters changed in any way?
So, you probably think timefall shelters are only good for getting out of the rain, right? Wrong. Our timefall shelters are different, you see. After extensive research and development, we were able to outfit them with a system that disperses a BT repellent fluid. So if you've got one on your tail and it's about to grab you, these shelters are the perfect way out.
Oh.
Only downside is that the repellent has a limited supply, so make sure you don't run low. It has other perks too. The shelter can purify timefall and convert it into drinkable water, allowing you to top up your canteen on the go.
Oh, so they have more of a use now.
You can fabricate a shelter to see how it works. Researchers at other facilities are also in the process of looking into how various structures might be improved.
I never really used them in the last one.
Network coverage, we'll be able to share information and coordinate our efforts more effectively. And I'm sure we will all make even faster progress as a result. So keep on doing what you do and linking up places for us.
BT's research keeping you busy, huh?
This whole area is a chiralium-rich environment, so there's a much higher risk of BTs showing up. We've been coordinating with the research lab nearby, sharing data, etc. All to help develop BT avoidance and elimination solutions. One of the largest void outs ever recorded happened down south, don't forget, giving rise to a massive tar belt. So massive that it completely cut us off from the land beyond. We can't afford to let that kind of tragedy repeat itself here. But between the cargo you've delivered to us and our new connection to the chiral network, I think we got a shot. We're gonna make it through this. By the way, you're planning to visit the research lab, yeah? You'll have to pass through some dangerous territory then. We'll do a quick survey of the chiral density, so you might not want to leave right away. And let's not forget that you just tackled one of our toughest orders on record. Tell you what, we got a nice private room here that you can use to catch your breath. We'll get started on prepping the cargo for your next run in the meantime.
Alright, using the private room. Here we go. Another private room being used. Oh, I see. He took off his gear already. That's good. I don't have to sit there and watch that fucking thing every time. Go to bed right away. But Norman, you should take a shower, buddy.
Shelter immediately.
Sam, are you okay?
I'm fine. You guys?
The facility's intact, but the research lab might have taken a hit. The local chiralium levels appear to be rising. Better hurry over there, Sam. Head to the delivery terminal upstairs and check their order.
Okay. You have to hold on, man. I'm gonna have to use the toilet real quick. Customize backpack. Ooh, and we can change the screen image? Oh, it's flames. Oh, hell yeah. Customize your private room. Kojima Productions. Hell yeah. That's flyer. We got drawbridge, that. We can do the photos. Oh, come on, man. I don't know how much I actually like that. I don't know if I want a picture of him. Maybe a picture of, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. I can fill it on this side over here. Look at that. Hell yeah. Now I'll never forget about Lou. And this screen image can just be like the weather. Default, hide hologram. Now this one's gotta be Kojima Productions, man. Y'all know it. Kojima, baby. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Fuck yeah. Okay, we have the, sleep till morning, sleep till evening. I'm assuming it's already morning, so I don't know if I have to worry about that right now. I can't view the, figurines. I see them in the corner. I want to view them. Oh, look at Lou. Little Lou. I remember Lou was just a baby. We'll have something else to customize backpack. What else do I got here? Nothing. Oh, why is it telling me this then? Okay, I don't... Examine table. Eat crypto, buy it. Buy it. And take a drink. Might as well take another drink, get our stamina all the way up. Remember when I first gave you beer in the other game? That's so funny. Okay, that should be fine. So boosted to 20%, can be boosted up to 25, so we're good there. Use a toilet and shower before we leave. Make sure we always gotta use a shower, gotta get cleaned up, you know how it is. There we go. Now we're looking frickin' fresh and spazazzy. 60 chiral crystals extracted from Sam's body fluid. Sam's sunburns are healed. You can activate the ring terminal from down here. This is where we're probably gonna wrap up. I'm not gonna go any further right now. I wonder how we get this locked in though. I don't see like a building or anything over here, so maybe you just can't. I don't really know. I guess not. Like, you can't get this over here, but that's all mountains. That's not really a problem, I guess. What is this? Oh, a climbing anchor. Okay, so people have these are things people have placed. I'm assuming it's going to want us to go all the way up around here. I don't exactly know where the research facility is. I thought it was this. And I'm still assuming it's that. So I wonder how we get up there then. I'm assuming I'm going to have to find out on my own. That looks like a very tough thing to climb. Well, we're right here, so we at least have to go up and over here. Oh, I see. We can go this way. That makes a lot more sense. We will worry about that in the time to come, though. Because something... We don't really need to worry about that right now. Yeah. But this is going to be the end of the current episode, so if I'm going to read some more of the codex stuff, though, so if you guys don't want to stick around for that, you don't have to. If you do, well, you can stick and stay. Cover all chiral density gauges stolen by the bandits. Your destination is the C1 South Distribution Center. The facility has been working in conjunction with the former Geophysics Research Lab to develop new anti-BT measures. Frequent spikes in chiral density have been detected near the facility, and there appears to be an elevated risk of BTs in the area. To help them accurately predict BT movements, the distribution center had requested the delivery of some chiral density gauges from C1. Unfortunately, the porter who undertook the delivery was attacked by bandits en route, and the chiral density gauges were stolen. Without them, the C1 South Distribution Center will be vulnerable to BTs, and local deliveries will remain both difficult and dangerous. The gauges were split across multiple cargo containers. All of them must be recovered. A PCC level 1 will be issued to you when you accept this order. Use it to construct a watchtower so that you can observe the bandits' movement. Yes. Chiral density gauges. Living in the post-trending world means dealing with a variety of threats. Timefall, natural disasters, and BTs that may cause void outs. Whenever oh, it's telling me a bunch of new things. Your next destination is the former Geophysics Research Lab in southern Mexico. The final location for Agile requested you connect to the chiral network. The lab conducts research into BTs, and they have agreed to perform tests on prototype MP bullets developed in the C1 Distribution Center. It hoped that the new iteration of MP bullets will prove effective against BTs. If they are determined to be viable, chiral printers can be used and mass produce them. This is a risky order, however. Gatequakes are known to occur in the area, and BTs may appear in the ruins near the research lab, potentially causing void outs. Fortunately, the chiral density gauges that Sam delivered to the distribution center means it's possible to identify the areas in which the BTs may appear. Eliminate the BTs in the ruins and deliver the prototype MP bullets to the former Geophysics Research Lab. Damn, I am dying. I didn't know if I just kept pressing X, it was going to bring up new things. Okay, well, we already know this. Aborto Puente. Roberto was a guard on the Mexican border just like his father before him. After the Death Stranding, he continued to maintain the security of the border region even when the societies on either side had collapsed. A shortage of materials and equipment left the border security system on its knees. However, and the threat from extremists only grew until the situation became dire. It was around this time that the first Bridges expedition arrived, promising to bring the chiral network in the near future. Norberto therefore left the border where he had been born and raised and moved to C1. His hope is that the chiral network will bring about the peace and security that he and his colleagues were unable to maintain. Oh, an automatic handgun if you keep developing a relationship with them. A woman who had the good fortune of finding herself in Villa Libre. She used to be a bandit though insists she had no choice but to do whatever was needed to survive in a lawless world. She writes, I didn't have the luxury to be able to consider the future. I could only think about surviving in here and now. And that all changed when I became pregnant. The other bandits saw me as nothing more than a burden, and then I was cast out, eventually ending up at Villa Libre, a settlement inhabited exclusively by elderly people. My new companions' wisdom and experience became a raw material from which I could build our future. They taught me that today is connected to the past and forms a bridge to the future, and so I resolved to live for the sake of my child. My baby still has not been born, despite reaching term. Will our tomorrow ever come? Continue to develop connection, rod for melee combat. Benjamin Rivera. Before he started working for the distribution center, Benjamin was involved in medical anthropological fieldwork, where he observed and treated the symptoms of a number of different patients. He was interested in how the changes brought about by the Death Stranding were affecting people's bodies and minds. The knowledge of Benjamin gleaned from his fieldwork proved useful when the first Bridges expedition arrived in Mexico. Ever since the UCA was fully connected to the chiral network a year ago, the environment has been unstable. There have been earthquakes, sudden floods, and spikes in chiral density. Fear of BTs is also putting people on edge, straining them further. Benjamin believes that it is necessary to expand the chiral network and develop new technologies to put people's minds at ease. Benjamin's medical background also has allowed him to contribute to the development of blood grenades. The grenades can now be mass-produced by synthesizing the blood of doomed sufferers. A grenade that can drive away BTs and slow large BTs. Oh, that might be good. I might have to work on getting some of these things, personally. I'll just keep running shit back and forth, to be honest with you. Okay, chiral creatures. Chiral creatures known as CCs began to appear following the Death Stranding, often emerging from tar. They exhibit herd-like behavior and have been known to attack in groups when approached. Avoiding these creatures is likely best course of action. They have been known to explode on contact, emitting a corrosive tar. This substance damages boots, cargo, and batteries, and may even pose a threat to human life. If contact is unavoidable, then firearms, even those not loaded with anti-BT ammunition, are known to be effective. Chiral creatures are known to have a degree of resistance to electrical attacks. Chiral creatures have not yet been observed within the UCA, though ongoing research efforts have not been able to determine why. Probably because they didn't appear in America. C1. 3 years before the UCA was established, the first Bridges expedition set off from central Knot City on the east coast of North America to establish the infrastructure for the chiral network. At some point, the expedition split, with one team heading for the west coast and the other heading south to Mexico. C1 was the first Knot City that the Bridges expedition founded after crossing the border. Villa Libre, a settlement in which several preppers have gathered for safety. People first started coming together in Villa Libre immediately after the Death Stranding. They helped each other survive, and the powerful bonds they formed saw them through their toughest times. But they found it hard to have children, and those who were born often died young. In time, the inhabitants of Villa Libre grew older, until eventually only the elderly remained. Mysterious creatures dwell in the area surrounding Villa Libre, warding off bandits but making it difficult for the inhabitants to leave. As a result, they have lost almost all contact with the outside world. The C1 South Distribution Center. The distribution center was set up with the aim of delivering resources and other cargo to C1 and surrounding prepper outposts. It is not intended to be a place for civilians to live. It comprises facilities for its delivery and support staff, as well as infrastructure for cargo management. Private rooms. A room for tired porters to rest and recuperate. Sleeping in a private room will fully restore blood levels and stamina. Private rooms are equipped with showers, sinks, and other features. An armory also allows you to access VR training programs to improve your delivery and combat skills. VR training, a system designed to provide porters with an environment to practice an essential skill associated with their profession, including combat, which has become an occupational necessity in recent times. VR training can be accessed via any facility within a private room. Each private room is connected to an armory, which provides an entry to the VR training area via the use of specialized goggles. Goggles. I just said googles. No, that's goggles. No, isn't goggles 2 O's? That's why I immediately read Googles. Goggles is 2 G's. That's Googles. What the fuck? Okay. Once inside, porters can make use of the firing range to hone their skills with various weapons, and also practice important techniques like using buildings for cover. There are also a number of score attack-style drills, allowing porters to attract their performance and improve over time. A visit to the firing range is recommended whenever you acquire a new weapon so that you can see for yourself what it is capable of. Regular training will allow Sam to develop physically, though it is worth noting that it is no match for the experience gained while actually completing actual orders. Mule post boxes. Common post boxes, unlike those built by Sam, these post boxes have no connection to the chiral network, meaning they can be built outside of it. They function as simple storage containers that can be freely used by anyone. Try storing your cargo inside a mule post box to protect it from an enemy attack. Some post boxes are also fitted with a hologram generator that will disguise them as rocks for their protection. These post boxes are named after the mules, a group of delivery-dependent exporters of the UCA who would use them to store their stolen cargo. Watchtower, a structure used to observe and gather data from the wide area. It can be built anywhere within the chiral network using a PCC. Enemies detected by a watchtower can be marked, allowing you to get an idea of their location and number. Watchtowers can also detect nearby cargo and crypto bytes and produce a heat map showing where other porters have been found by the enemy. Watchtower can be operated remotely from distances of up to 200 meters via the ring terminal map screen. Upgrading watchtowers are more resistant to timefall and natural disasters. Postbox, a structure used to store and share cargo with other porters. Postboxes can be built anywhere within the chiral network and using a PCC. A postbox private locker will safely store cargo and equipment and protect them from timefall. Its shared locker can be used to share cargo and materials with other porters. Postboxes can also be used to entrust lost cargo to other porters by selecting entrust cargo. Unwanted items can be recycled at a postbox with materials produced using for fabrication. You can also hide in post boxes to avoid being detected by the enemy. Upgraded post boxes boast greater capacity and are more resistant to timefall and natural disasters. Timefall Shelter, a structure that provides protection from timefall and can be built anywhere within the chiral network using a PCC. You can rest in this shelter during periods of timefall. Container repair spray will be applied to your cargo when you approach a timefall shelter. Repairing your cargo containers and restoring their durability. Your canteen will also be refilled from the shelter's water tank. Timefall shelters are fitted with BT deterrents that will temporarily immobilize any BT that gets too close. The deterrent requires a cooldown period between each use. Upgraded timefall shelters are more resistant to timefall and natural disasters. Remote medical unit. For the elderly residents of Villa Libre, nothing is more important than healthcare. Until now, they've scraped by on a stockpile of medicine and makeshift equipment, but supplies are running low and many fear that they won't last much longer without proper medical treatment. By connecting Villa Libre to the chiral network and providing them with a remote medical unit, the local residents can receive top quality care and diagnostic services. For those in Villa Libre, it's not just a medical care, it's hope for a brighter tomorrow. Blood grenades, hand-thrown explosives developed for use against BTs. Their contents have the same potent effect as Sam's blood. The grenades will explode on impact to release a cloud of vapor that hangs in the air, damaging any BTs caught within it. Since dooms can now be artificially synthesized, blood grenades can be mass-produced using chiral printers. They have not, however, enabled ordinary porters to easily dispatch BTs, as there remains no way of accurately identifying a BT's position. Backpack, a backpack used by Sam and other porters when making deliveries. Designed to carry multiple cargo containers, it is also fitted with hooks and attachments to allow easy access to boots. Accessories, weapons, and tools making it ideal for porters operating in hazardous terrain. It can be customized with further attachments to improve its functionality. Offloading your backpack relieves you of your cargo, letting you move more nimbly, climb over high walls, and perform more powerful combat actions. It also makes it harder for enemies to spot you. Porters must be sometimes switch their focus from delivery to stealth, or even combat. Removing the backpack can be vital to this. Don't forget to go back and recover your backpack. Sam is first and foremost a porter, after all. Bandit boots. Old school boots often used by the bandits. Given their vintage design, they have low durability, a simple construction, and no special features. They are designed to be lighter than other types of boots, and this seems to be the reason why they are so beloved by bandits. Patches. Fashionably patches that can be attached to your backpack. There are a number of different designs allowing you to customize your backpack to your taste. Materials. Raw materials that are used to fabricate equipment and to build and repair structures. There are 5 types of materials: metals, ceramics, resins, special alloys, and chemicals. Raw materials are extremely precious in the timefall-ravaged post-Stranding world. All prepper shelters are fitted with small mining devices to extract materials, but their outpost is severely limited and material shortages are a constant concern. I'm messing up my speech a lot, by the way, and I know that. It's my tongue hurts from biting it earlier, and my throat's also dry, and having to talk a lot is doing that to it. Affordable and highly portable 10-meter ladder. It can be used to reach high places or as a makeshift bridge for crossing rivers and other obstacles. The ladder is fitted with an auto-climb device that allows you to travel up and down it quickly. 2 ladders can be joined together to create a 20-meter ladder. Oh, that's fire. Once the ladder has been deployed and used, it's secured in place for safety and cannot be recovered or moved. Climbing anchor, a metal pin that secures a climbing rope to the ground. The rope is 30 meters long and can be used to ascend and descend steep slopes and sheer cliffs. A rope has a winch attached to jump while using the rope to rapidly descend. This bottle fills canteen. This bottle filled with an energy drink that will restore Sam's stamina. It is refilled using timefall or river water, which is then filtered and mixed with stimulant compounds. The canteen is designed in such a way that its contents will not freeze even in sub-zero temperatures. Sorry, I had to cough there. Blood bag. Bags of purified blood synthesized precisely to replicate the properties of Sam's own. If you have a blood bag connected, it will automatically replenish your blood levels should they start to drop. If you have multiple blood bags in your inventory, each empty bag will automatically be replaced by a new one. Blood bags can be stored in a utility pouch. Container repair spray. A protective spray that can be applied to cargo containers to repair damage, restoring their ability to shield cargo from impacts and jolts. The spray is less effective than used during timefall. You're best to seek shelter before using it. PCC, a device used to build a range of structures within the chiral network. Every structure will consume a portion of your chiral bandwidth. High-level PCCs can build a greater range of structures. UCA. UCA stands for United Cities of America. The Death Stranding led to the destruction of the USA, leaving its people and cities divided and isolated. Bridget Strand, the last president of the USA, devoted her life to rebuilding America by connecting its cities. Sam worked with Bridges, an organization under the president's direct control, to connect North America to the chiral network. In doing so, he fulfilled Bridges' dying wish. Bridges, an organization under the direct control of President Strand, formed in order to rebuild the ruined USA. Bridges comprised several departments, including medical, corpse disposal, security, and so on. The largest of these departments was the expedition team tasked with connecting North America to the chiral network. The first expedition, led by Amelie, set out to establish network infrastructure all over the continent. Upon reaching the west coast, however, Amelie was captured by terrorists. Sam was also a member of Bridges, but left following a tragic incident. 10 years later, President Bridget Strand called him back and asked him to cross the American continent and rebuild the country. Immediately after this request was made, however, Bridget died. Di Hardman took over, and under his direction, Bridges provided support for Sam as he used his Cupid to establish UCA. Soon afterward, rapid advances in communication technology meant that deliveries could be automated, and human deliveries became a thing of the past. Bridges' first expedition. A team formed to establish the infrastructure for the chiral network. They set off from Central Knot City on the east coast of North America 3 years before Sam began his own journey. The first expedition team was led by Bridget's daughter, Amelie. The group split in two halfway through their journey, with one team proceeding toward the west coast and the other heading south towards Mexico. Amelie made it to the west coast, only to be abducted by terrorists. Sam therefore set out on his own journey across North America, not only to establish UCA, but to rescue Amelie. Fragile Express. The Death Stranding destroyed the United States, toppling its government and grinding its social infrastructure to a halt. In its place, private porters began allocating and distributing resources of their own accord. One such delivery organization was Fragile Express, founded by Fragile's father. After he died, Fragile took control and continued where he had left off, but the rise of APAS eventually made the organization redundant, leading to its disbandment. Drawbridge, a private delivery organization recently established by Fragile. Since APAS has taken over deliveries within the chiral network, human porters are no longer required. Outside the network, however, they remain as essential as ever, leaving Drawbridge to conduct deliveries beyond the borders of the UCA. APAC, the Automated Public Assistant Company, is a private body that operates and manages the chiral network and APAS on behalf of the UCA. Preppers. The Death Stranding has led to the downfall of nations and the destruction of communities large and small. Most people have therefore sought the protection offered by cities, but some prefer to survive on their own or in small groups. Many of them live in underground shelters or are known as preppers. Some people chose this lifestyle willingly, while others were forced to flee shelters for safety. By now, there are quite a few people who were born in these shelters and know no other way of living. Preppers have managed to survive on their own wits in the desolate world left behind by the Death Stranding, and many of them tend to distrust countries and other institutions as a result. Aid requests. If a local resident needs help, they may issue an aid request. Unlike orders, aid requests do not need to be accepted or reported as complete. Aid requests vary greatly and could ask you to make a delivery, recover cargo from a dangerous area, build infrastructure, or eliminate armed hostiles. Every aid request will be marked by a sign. It's worth checking them out. If you complete an aid request, someone is sure to be grateful. The beach. The place that exists between this world and the other side, between the world of the living and the world of the dead. It is connected to the consciousness of every human and is thought to exist exclusively to these born from humans. The beach exists in many different forms. There are beaches which exist on a higher plane to individual beaches shared by people who have died at the same time, beaches used for chiral network data transmission, all of them differ in nature to ordinary spaces and locations. Time passes dramatically slower on the beach. A single second in the real world can last anywhere from several days to several years on the beach. Damn. Rising water levels. Caused by heavy timefall, floods are a regular occurrence in the post-Stranding world, blocking different delivery routes and making vehicles unusable. They present a serious problem for porters. If floods are expected, try taking the following steps. Select the route that avoids the affected area. Traverse the affected area quickly before the water begins to rise. Use ladders and PCCs to create a route that safely navigates the rising waters. Take a break and wait for the water to subside. BT areas. Areas where BTs are known to appear. These areas have a strong connection to the beach, so chiral density is high and timefall is very common. Certain doom sufferers are able to detect the presence of BTs, but ordinary humans will need to equip a BB pod in order to sense them. If you are aware of nearby BTs, approaching them without due care and attention risks you coming into contact, triggering a void out. Taking a detour around a BT area is always advisable. Cairns. Location where Sam and other porters have taken a rest are marked with a hologram of a cairn. You will recover more quickly if you rest near a cairn, and the cairn itself will grow bigger as more people rest in its vicinity. Within the help of your fellow porters, cairns that start out as tiny heaps of pebbles can grow into mighty landmarks. The chiral network, a communication network that's already proven essential in connecting isolated people after the Death Stranding and may yet save humanity from extinction. By transmitting signals via the beach, the chiral network can process and deliver huge amounts of data instantaneously, connecting the isolated not cities of North America to the network, along with its various prepper outposts, allowed the former USA to be rebuilt in the form of the UCA, the United Cities of America. Connecting the location using the Cupid allows it to access a variety of features. Holograms that are indistinguishable from the real thing, known as chirograms, can be transmitted within the network, and chiral printers can fabricate materials. Chiral computers capable of instantaneous mass data processing can be used to recover data from the past that was once believed to be lost. APAS 4000, the Automated Porter Assistant System, officially titled APAS 4000, but commonly referred to simply as APAS, was originally delivered as a support program for porters making deliveries within the chiral network. The network's capacity to instantly transfer massive volumes of data meant the APAS develops rapidly and was before long managing and operating deliveries all on its own. As deliveries became entirely automated, bridges withdrew from the delivery business and private organizations such as Fragile Express disbanded. Porters are still required to make deliveries outside the chiral network, however, which is why Fragile set up Drawbridge. Thanks to the chiral network's use of the beach, their time barely passes. APAS has become more than just a delivery system. It is now involved in all areas of life, from child rearing to healthcare. Chirogram, holograms that make use of the chiral network's capacity for instantaneous mass data transfer. Chirograms are three-dimensional and realistic enough to make one think that the speaker is in the room. However, the enormous amount of data they require means they cannot be displayed outside the chiral network. The Death Stranding, a phenomenon in which the dead cross over from their world and are stranded in ours, becoming known as BTs, or beach things. When BTs come into contact with a living person, a large explosion occurs, known as a void out. This releases a huge amount of destructive energy akin to when matters come into contact with antimatter. Simultaneously, voidouts across the world led to the downfall of civilization and have put humanity on the brink of extinction. The previous Big Five mass extinctions that caused enormous damages to life on Earth are no longer thought to have been caused by meteor impacts or climate change, but rather the phenomenon known as the Death Stranding. Voidout, a huge explosion that is triggered when a BT makes contact with a living human. The effect is similar to the concept of annihilation in particle physics. An enormous amount of energy is released, wiping out almost all matter. Voidouts often leave huge craters in their wake. When the Death Stranding first occurred, the phenomena now known as voidouts were believed to be explosions caused by nuclear weapons, a misunderstanding which caused mass dread and chaos. The absence of radioactive material and the discovery of chiralium made it clear that the explosions were connected to BTs and a mass extinction event that had taken place in the past. Jump shock, a syndrome caused by performing repeated jumps to the beach. While it is clear that the syndrome is brought to you by the accumulated strain that multiple jumps place on the body, the exact causes are unknown, and no treatment has yet been developed. It is still possible to perform jumps while suffering from this syndrome, but doing so puts one's life at risk. Timefall, a type of rain that started falling after the Death Stranding. It has an aging, weathering effect on anything it touches, living things and inanimate objects alike. Once timefall has made contact with an object, however, it turns into ordinary water. Timefall is accompanied by the appearance of an inverted rainbow and often seen in BT areas. Black strands have also been observed rising into the sky during periods of timefall, and the phenomenon causes spikes in the chiral density and anomalies in electromagnetic fields. Timefall therefore has an effect on electrical weapons and has been known to cause blackouts. Within the UCA, timefall is used to deliberately accelerate the passage of time, for example, in order to grow crops more quickly, a practice known as timefall farming. Still baby syndrome, a phenomenon in which fetuses stop growing at 7 months. Still baby removed by cesarean C-section, I should say, has survived the procedure and there is currently no treatment for the syndrome. Still baby syndrome has been observed across the world following the Death Stranding. It does not affect all babies, but is primary cause of plummeting birth rates worldwide. One theory suggests that still baby syndrome is caused by an imbalance in the beach, and the expanding the chiral network will counteract it. Gatequakes, earthquake-like phenomena that are triggered when matter passes through the plate gate. Unlike ordinary earthquakes, the strength of the shaking does not always correspond to distance from the epicenter, which could be considered the plate gate itself. The strongest shaking often takes place elsewhere at a seemingly random location. The seismic waves appear to be strongly influenced by the tar currents. In extreme cases, localizing shaking affecting only a 100-meter radius has been observed. Gatequakes can also cause abnormal reverberations within the tar currents. This is believed to be the reason why strong quakes have occasionally been observed in areas that are very distant from the plate gate. And then we got all of that stuff, which I am obviously not going to read because it's just tips, is all it is. I love a good, I don't need to know. We don't really need to know any of that. But there you have it. That is going to do it for our episode today. We're back with Sam Porter Bridges. It's good evening, apparently, so I really prefer it to be morning, but we'll see. I'll get out there and we'll see what happens. Maybe we want to run through the night for a little bit. Who knows? But we'll see what happens, man. I'm excited to keep getting into this game. We're 72 hours remaining in the game. Yeah, this game's going to be long. There's going to be a lot of episodes to this, so don't expect college football content to start till after that. But that's going to do it for this video. If you guys did enjoy, please drop a like. That'd be greatly appreciated. If you're new here, please subscribe for more Death Stranding 2 and other video game videos. After this, we got College Football 25, or 26, I mean, we're playing a little bit of that. And then we got games coming in August that we'll get into later. NFL and football content, obviously, and WWE and AEW professional wrestling content as well. Social medias will be down in the description below. Twitter and Instagram, you can go and follow all those. Leave a comment of what you thought of episode 1 of Death Stranding 2, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for tuning in.